This podcast is a member of the Red 5 Network. For more Red 5 Network podcasts and content creators, visit bio.link/Red5.
Please get your shit together.
Yeah, I definitely needed that because I hit the wrong button after the 30-second count in.
Yeah, I know you did.
I hit the closing instead of the opening because I had it lined up from the 30-second thing. Then I had the closing, then the opening. Like, really, Scott?
Hey.
But once I got the right one, then I moved it around. So watch next week. I will hit the closing again because it'll be out of position for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
We're all here.
Yes.
Well, almost all of us are here.
Almost. We're missing.
We're going just a little bit early because why not? It's the 200th episode. Why not go early? Usually we go late. What?
Megan says, it's hot in my house. I need a break before I get my shot together.
Yeah, it's 100 outside right now, and it's like 78 in here because the AC is not turned off, so it's holding 78 degrees.
Yeah. And
not getting any cooler in here.
Yeah. And
besides my legs will probably freeze now that we're right underneath the dang AC.
That's why I got pants.
How dare you wear pants?
I know.
Oh, and it's not Wednesday night.
No, it's not.
This is Tuesday night.
Yes. Well, let's go ahead and welcome everybody in the chat.
Kim.
I know Isaac was there. I know Spencer's there. DJ, Megan, and Ubaldo are all there. Welcome. If I missed anybody, we're going down the list and I'll get you.
Thank you, Megan. Yeah, that is hard to believe. It's been 200 episodes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I literally wrote this down when I was digging through here a few minutes ago. The overview was released on podcast only, no video.
Well,
actually, no, there is a video of the overview because I did record it on YouTube. That was actually the first video we did under Used and Abused.
It was.
Or I did under Used and Abused. But the podcast itself was actually released audio only on April, might as well twigging out, 19th, 2018.
Yeah, I figured
so, of course, what do we do on April 19th this year? We forget to mention, hey, this is the 5th anniversary of the podcast.
Yeah, we did.
Completely forgot about it.
Yeah, we did.
And then it's like, oh, look, we're coming up to episode 200.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, obviously, we've had moments where we missed.
Yes, we have.
But, it's crazy. It's crazy to think when I started this, it was going to be, that one, I made it a year.
Yeah.
In that year, I bring you on full time.
Yes, you do.
Which I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
I'm wondering the same thing.
Yeah, I've been wondering that my whole life. At least for the last almost 9 years of being married to you.
Oh, I know.
Drive me up a wall.
Oh, I know, but I'm so good at that.
Oh, gosh, right? Oh, Lord Almighty. Feel my temperature rising.
Yep.
But yeah. Anyways, well, I guess we want to talk about what we did today. Just get ready for today.
Sure.
We did really nothing. But we put on the 1987 original LP of
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
Yes.
And your microphone's like way up near your.
Yeah, I know.
It's near your nose. Are you talking out your nose? Are you the Beach Boys?
No, I don't think so. I'm not that good.
I'd ask.
No.
But we're listening to the original release of Dirty Dancing.
We are.
We did.
We did, yes.
And at least I've had the time of my life, I heard during the chorus or the during the course of the song, you get one drum beat, and then you get the snare hit, and then the snare and a tambourine hit at the same time. Never heard, as far as I know, I've never heard that before in my whole time I've ever listened to that song.
Me neither. And I wore out, like I told you, I wore out the CD.
Right. And then after we did that, I, of course, had to throw on Motley's Girls album from 1987.
Yeah.
So wait, well, look at that. We did a 1987 deal.
We did.
But you know what also got released today?
What?
The music of 1996.
Yeah.
Spotify playlist.
Yeah, the mixtape for the mixtape for Spotify. Yep.
That was done yesterday on Sidebar Cantina.
Yep.
I mean, Luna Girls does such a great job of putting all this together.
She does.
And one of these days I really need to talk to her and go, all right, teach me how to do this so we could do something like that on this show.
Yeah.
I think it could be kind of fun because, I mean, I was born in 71.
I was born in 74.
Gosh, you youngin'.
I know, that's what everybody tells me.
But I wouldn't mind going even because I mean, I've checked out the playlist or some of the songs from 71 going, I didn't even know these songs came out that year.
Well, yeah.
It's crazy.
It is.
But we're here tonight to celebrate 200 episodes.
We are.
And our first people are going to be on the show tonight.
Yes.
Great friends.
Yes.
Also our first patrons.
Yes.
Also, got a little, I took some notes.
Well, good.
For once in the, wait. Back in the original days, I did take notes all the time. Lately, I barely take notes.
Yeah.
For the last whatever episode since we did the new switch over.
Yeah.
But check this out. Episode 115.
Yes.
Was Luna Girl's very first episode.
Yeah, it was.
Then episode 121.
Yes. We
had both Luna Girl and also DB's very first episode with us.
Yes.
And that episode there, we did Napster.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That was episode 121.
Oh, yeah.
79 episodes ago.
Yeah, I remember.
Crazy.
Very crazy.
But with that, let's welcome on Luna Girl and Dragon Buddy.
Oh,
hi, friends.
What's up?
How you guys doing?
I have my coffee.
Nice.
Toast to you guys. Happy 200.
Happy 200, man.
Yeah, I'm drinking some tea to try to keep the voice in order. Otherwise, my mom, well, she said this was for Mother's Day. We haven't opened it yet, but it's like a Loca Rita margarita already ready to serve, so it's chilled. We're just gonna crack the bottle open, drink it once in a while throughout the show.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Awesome.
But welcome, and thank you for being on the show with us tonight.
And what a humbling introduction you did there. Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, like, do I go back and literally just pick my favorite episodes, or do I just kind of like, okay, well, this is what we're doing, and I started looking and realized I'm like, okay, whoa, wow, Luna Girl, you came on again, episode 115. It was just literally titled "We'll Do It Live."
Doing it live.
And then 6 episodes later, we bring DB on and we do with you, and we do the Napster episode.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's like crazy. And then of course, I mean, you guys have been on multiple episodes since. I mean, we've done so much over the years, which is weird.
Yeah, we've had some fun.
It's hard to believe, this podcast started because of Dave and Jason.
Yes. I'm wearing one of their throwbacks.
Oh, right on. From a Gen X point of view.
One of several throwbacks.
Right.
Yep, the ATSW family.
Yes.
It all started Dave and Jason somewhere, and it's branched out and going from viewers to being on the shows. And
right.
It's like the pandemic created this very weird vibe where we met some really cool people and we've done some really fun things, and it's been some time now since it all started. Wild.
Yeah, it has been wild. I mean, and we've all, it's crazy. Like, I mean, this whole, like you said, the ATSW family. I mean, way before the Red 5 network, whatnot. But
once upon a time there was just Dave and Jason,
right?
And they had a podcast called All Things Star Wars.
Right. And real quick, let me go ahead and bring in someone who is near and dear to me and Kim, our third co-host, Nicole.
I'm gonna just put it on roll with Charles, just because. I'm gonna text him real quick. But go ahead and get this started because I know we're running behind. And I'm sorry. I was going to be your sitter, but, family shit happens.
Sunray.
I have a teenager that...
Calm down.
No, I'm just...
Sunray, you're already live, Sunray. Sunray, you're live.
She freaked herself right out of a picture.
Okay. All right.
Whoops.
The phone we have
Nicole
going
will be
live.
Oh, exactly. I mean, it's always great going live. And that's the thing. David, Jason say it all the time. We'll do it live.
Doing it live.
Yeah. But
some of those off the hip moments that come from podcasting, especially having your friends on, make for some of the most memorable ones. Where sometimes you go back and look at it and you just laugh at yourself because you had such fun just goofing around. So
exactly. And my first question is, do you remember the first episode you listened to of either me and Kim?
I remember that I started with episode 1 on my iTunes because it was 2020. At this point, all I had was the All Things Star Wars pod, and they weren't even on Mondays at that point. They were on a different day. And then I had the Escape Pod every Wednesday, and those were the only 2 podcasts that I listened to. Now, they both said, oh, hey, Scott. And I'm like, oh, Scott from the chat, Scott that we chat with. And they're like, yeah, he is used and abused. I'm like, okay. So that's when you were audio only. And I pulled that up on my Apple podcasts, and of course we're all on lockdown, and I had bought sticker tiles for my kitchen, and I'm like, well, today sounds like a great day. So I threw it on, and I went through 6 episodes just like that. And I remember I texted you, I think, on one of the DM social media platforms, and I'm like, hey, I just listened to your pod, it's pretty decent, I'm enjoying it. So I started all the way, because I don't like to start things in the middle. I need to start from the beginning. But there weren't that many at that point.
That's been my problem, with some of the pods I jump into later and find out, they've got all their episodes available. Oh, wait a minute, they're now on episode 485 and going back and trying to listen to all these and going, whoa, and but I completely understand. I'm the same way. It's I've got to start at the beginning. I can't, change. Yeah. Which is ironic you bring up episode 1. That was actually released April 27th, 2018. And I loved it because with the overview, and this is what I love about it, with the overview, I'm talking a lot about Motley Crue. So everybody, Dave, Jason, Don, and Brady, all they ask Scott's first episode is going to be about Motley Crue. And I throw the curveball, called it episode 1, and talked about Tennessee Ernie Ford.
Right.
Yep. I remember that. Right. And it was before Kim was your co-host, because I think, Kim, you came a few months after that, maybe? When it was a Mount St. Helens episode.
Right. She came on episode 5, which was Mount St. Helens part 2, where we talked about the record.
Yes.
A record I had originally remember hearing the one track on the radio as a kid, and then all of a sudden going, oh, look, I found the whole LP. Let's get it. Let's talk about it. And she's like, well, I want to be on that. I'm like, okay, cool. We'll bring you on for that. I have no problem with this. And Yeah, and then it wasn't until January I did decide to do an interview with her. That will I'll try my interviewing skills, which still never gotten better.
Hey,
but I think the last question I asked her, like, would you ever join the podcast full time? And she's like, maybe. And then like 2 episodes later, boom, there's like an update episode. Kim's joining full time with the show.
yes.
Yep, I remember that.
But yeah.
Yes. So yeah, we started off as like the tiniest little family.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we all went through the LU Techo days with David J's, you know, and
Podbelly, the Podbelly network.
Right. Well, that was like, you know, like yesterday, it was funny, you know, at the end of the sidebar, Dave's like, or Henry was reading the read, and all of a sudden Dave's like, oh yeah, I meant to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
And it was funny because like I was like, well, here, I'll just send Jason the screenshot from Discord, because I thought, I know how busy Jason gets, and you know, there's been times where he's like, oh yeah, you should have sent it to Dave because I don't check my message. I'm like, oh well, and plus he just got back from vacation. So like, let me go ahead and hit Dave up, and then it was like I hit him on the 8th, and then he replied on that Friday, and then you know it wasn't like, and I told him both, or told Jason in the text, like, don't worry about it. I know it's like last minute now, but you know, but hey, you know, I at least held the olive branch.
I am speaking on behalf of my podcasting brothers. They wish they could have been here, and they wish you the best of luck. Another 200, and they're rescheduling their sidebar family gathering because of a certain person in the ATSW, the Escape Pod family, had them change the date. So, but I know they would say they would want you to come in August,
right?
If it's still in August.
Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, right now we're just kind of hopefully trying to get things put together, and also depends on you know, life.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I would love to.
I told them I'll know like the week before if I can make it.
Right.
But I'm only 3 hours away, so.
Yeah, exactly. And but no, I mean, you know, I mean, of course, I don't know. What has been your guys' favorite moments?
Favorite moments?
I would say I remember getting into, I don't remember the exact episode, but your vinyl, like unboxing and reviewing vinyl, drew me in because my parents, and then I had some, and then between moving and storage areas becoming compromised, like I lost pretty much the whole LP collection.
Yeah.
And so like seeing a lot of your vinyls that you would bring out, and hearing about, you know, your thoughts on, brought back memories of all the ones that, you know, like that was my first media form to listen to music on my own, was a record player. And you know, my dad was like, here you go, you know, like Doors, Who, Rolling Stones, that was like the highlights, Elton John. And we're talking, you know, all the originals. He had quite a bit of vinyl. And just the sound is so different coming LP, like from vinyl. There's the acoustics just seem richer. It's a completely different sound. So like I said, I remember being a kid and my dad going like, we're going to hook these 4 speakers up around the room. We're going to put in quadrophenia, and it's going to blow your mind. And then hearing that, you know, surround sound that the Who was putting out, you know, as a kid in the room, it's what awesome. So, and then the first real episode I remember watching, like from the beginning, was when you were doing the PMRC. It was a huge thing to me growing up. Like it was something I latched on to because it was music.
Right.
And this was, I mean, you see it now where we're older, parents trying to take that from us. Right. And parents, they were like, we're going to get the government involved. And it was like, you know, so when you complain about music now and what it does, and, you know, like some of the songs that are number ones that are like, wow, those are lyrics on the radio. Oh, okay. I can't complain. I fought really hard to get Tipper Gore and her ass off of my fucking music. So if you want to sing WAP, it's disgusting. I don't like it myself, but I fought for your right to play that song. So go for it.
I just read Don's comment in the chat.
Oh. Well, I'm just a guest, so I'm out of the equation. Just saying.
Yeah, at that moment, it's been broken.
Oh man.
Don has done his duty tonight.
Damn it, Don.
Oh man. Who told him that? Oh, it's hammers. Hammers. Damn typos.
Yeah.
Hammers.
God.
There's a lot of things, Tina, I won't look at the same anymore because of that song and hearing that song. Like, listen, Two Live Crew was funny as hell, but that was the thing. It was funny as hell.
Yep.
WAP is like,
man.
wow, you're serious. Like, all right.
I can't take a sip. I'm afraid to spit it out.
He did his research. All right. Points.
Tina, I will never think of macaroni in a pot the same way.
Definitely need a waiver for Tina and Don.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we need signed by an adult.
Which I totally forgot at the beginning of the show. Go, hey, by the way, for all the new people in, tonight is going to be more off the rails than we've been.
If I can educate you on anything, read Tina's comments in your head before saying them. I found this out live on TV that you don't just read Tina's comments because they're a ride and it's a fun ride, but it should be the ride you have in your head before you share it with the crowd.
Right. Actually. But
oh man.
Oh, I mean,
I was gonna say my favorite. Actually, it's not even an episode. It was a time. It was a feeling. It was when you guys used to go on at 5 a.m. my time to talk about NASCAR. And I'd be sitting on the deck in the dark because the sun didn't come up yet, just drinking my coffee and watching you guys at 5 in the morning. It was a good time.
My favorite one of those was you had messaged me the night before saying, hey, I'm not going to go there. You know, and I'm like, don't worry about it. No big deal. I mean, you know, you, DB, and you know, Hector would show up once in a while, and Tom, you know, and then all of a sudden, like, that was the night, that day we got hit with a bunch of people. I'm like, whoa, what the hell?
It was the first time you got spammers, like trolls. I'm like, the one time I take the day off.
Well, it was like working with, you know, reaching out, talking to Kim, especially when we started doing the live show. I'm like, you know, you guys were always in the chat. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna give, if Luna Girl will accept it, I'm gonna give her the wrench, you know, and then of course then we get TB, you know, and there for the longest time, I mean, I was just handing those suckers out like it was candy. You know, like, here, oh, you want to, oh, look, you've been here long. Let me give you a wrench. Let me give you a wrench. Let me give you a wrench. You know, and yeah, I mean, it ended up biting me, but you know, but still, I mean,
we had some fun. We have
and two words, traction compound.
She knows. The formula. I love hopping in the chat with you guys when you guys are doing racing, because I'm always stuck at work, and I usually end up watching the formula races while I'm at work.
Right.
And waking up early and talking the next day, or talking like it's going on now, or just those moments were just so much fun, because I don't have friends that really watch formula.
Right.
It's one of those, like, I have friends who watch NASCAR. Nobody cares about formula.
Right.
Well, you know, formula is superior in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah.
And it's inferior to, as Kim will tell you, traction compound and little blankets for your tires can off.
She don't want the tires to have to be warm.
No, they don't need to be warm.
You're gonna relive it right here live on the air.
That's what's cool about her is if I just feel like riling her up one day, I'll just go, man, gotta love them tire blankets, and she just starts. It doesn't matter. Or I can bring up, PJ1, the traction compound.
Don't poke the bear, Scott.
Which is ironic. I love that you said that because that was her nickname growing up from her siblings.
Yeah, it
was Bear.
Don't poke the bear.
I love doing it. And she knows it.
Oh man.
You think by now she'd be like, yeah, okay, dude, whatever. Or my other favorite one is always, yeah, must be nice to have an undefeated season and get your ass kicked in the Super Bowl.
I would never do that to Kim.
I will.
I might not.
Kim, I still love you. I know. I would do that to DJ. DJ Red 5.
Go Eli.
DJ knows how I feel about Bastin.
I love the look I keep getting. But yeah, no, this has been a blast. I want to thank you both for coming on.
Yeah, happy 200. Can't wait to see the 400 and beyond. So
I know that's the craziest thing. I mean, like I said, in April we would have been the 50th anniversary. Probably would have remembered it, but it was that 50th anniversary of the show. But it's crazy to think when this thing started, I was shocked I made it a year.
Yeah.
Right.
I was shocked to watch the audio numbers go up. And I'm like, who is listening to this thing?
Right.
I was.
But yeah, it's been a blast. It's been a ride. We met a lot of people, and just through, like you guys, like was mentioned through the chat of all things Star Wars now, Sidebar Cantina, and then as those have gone on, and then also be in the chat, once Donna Brady went live with the escape pod, and then DB eventually joining them.
Yeah.
And
joining the Red 5, and then all of us becoming Red 5.
Yeah.
And the TSW family got huge. And you have all these people that you're now connected with just over, some of the coolest things that you enjoy. And, it's a beautiful thing.
Right. Which I can't wait.
They kicked off, and Swede started with his quarantine sessions, and Bronco Fett and Orange Jacket Guy, they made a podcast, and and we still have Isaac and Wally and David Schmuck and
everybody that's in the chat now, like coming in.
And then we met Red 5, and it blew up like this big, huge Italian family.
Right.
So
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's been great. It's been a blast. And, I mean, honestly, the way we're going, Red 5 Network is going to kick the world's ass.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I want to, again, thank y'all for coming on. It has been fun. And of course, we got to have you guys back on because we got to still do our Indiana Jones.
We still have to do Indiana Jones. Yeah.
Exactly. It's safe for you guys. I mean, anybody can say, hey, you want? I'm like, nope, not going to do it.
Yeah. Especially since Indy 5 is coming out soon.
Yeah. Right.
We gotta DB and I have to talk. We gotta come up with a schedule for you. But yeah, cheers.
Thank you.
Salud.
The coffee mug that I've been using for a couple years now.
Yeah.
And do your research. Save Dave.
Dave is fine.
Hey, by the way, just so everybody knows, I know I'm a part of that a little bit, right? But I'm like the silent partner in all this. I only say a little bit here and there,
man. Scott did his research.
In the tabloids.
I've never even done a video. But yeah, no, I can't wait.
Man.
I can't wait for what's next to come. And of course, where can everybody find you at, Leonard Girl?
You can find me on all of the social media sites of the Sidebar Cantina. And hey, like Scott said in the beginning of this, we just released our newest playlist of music. It is Mixtape 1996. You can find that on the Sidebar Cantina Spotify. And for a handy dandy shortcut, go to bio.link/the Sidebar Cantina. You can find all of their social media platforms, and the playlist is right on top for you. Really easy to find.
See,
I finished my coffee.
And Dragon Buddy, where can everybody find you at?
you can find me ATSW The Escape Pod, bio.link/ATSW The Escape Pod. Take you all of our links, our YouTube, our social medias, our Patreon. Wednesday nights live 7:05. You can catch me, Don Delasnooch, and Brady Big Lovin'. Eventually getting to the topic of choice. This week we are doing Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which LG and I saw over the weekend. I'll tell you how I felt about it tomorrow night. But
for like 5 minutes, because they'll be making fun of Hennifer for the first 2 hours.
There's no listen. We do our research. We try to bring the information to the masses. You choose your own way. But if you do your research, you'll realize not of this planet. And be careful of spies. They're everywhere. Everywhere.
You leave Shanti and Backyard TARDIS alone.
No. Okay. This is where I'm going to say something before I let you guys go. This whole spy thing, Leonard Girl's spy, Dragon Buddy's a spy.
Yeah.
This is my thing, right? Is I don't believe either one of your spies.
No.
I think it's just coincidence.
Listen, how else would the Sidebar on Monday be able to do the topic we're going to do the following Wednesday? Like not the next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. How would they know what our topic is and then steal it? Like, you ever see the movie Inception? It's kind of like that, and she's involved.
Jason and Dave give me their schedule like a month and a half out. So
I got to do this with Don and Brady when we talk about stuff.
You probably read through my planner. PB's the real spy.
You think I want to look at your planner and all that organization? Hell no. I've got
everywhere. Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Anyway,
organized chaos. That's what I live.
My editing with DB being a spy is like also besides the little bit of time that you are home.
Yeah.
You are pretty much 800 miles this way, 100 miles over the state of Pennsylvania.
Right.
Where do you have time to spy?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I'm halfway to Ohio.
But yeah. Anyways, I mean, for me, I love this whole thing going on. I mean, again, like I said, I know I'm more like I'm like the silent partner in all this because it's like, yeah, I'm not as funny as Keith. I'm definitely not near anywhere with DB and Brady and Don.
Mm-hmm.
And Dave and Jason, they're just their own.
Oh, I have to throw it in there. Subscribe to layman's terms for your primary source of ignorance and drunken banter.
Definitely.
And he's done his research, and he's on the front lines in New Jersey.
Yeah.
The front lines. There was a fire at Taco Bell. She came out.
Dude, I don't even want to just talking about Taco Bell. I worked there. I know what that meat looks like before it's supposedly cooked.
He's worked at Arby's.
I worked at Arby's for 3 days and then went, no.
Right.
We're in the middle of a shift. No.
Yep. I've done McDonald's, Burger King. I worked them all, and they're hard, and it's hard to eat at eating one of them.
No, food service not a fun place.
No. Anyways, again,
all right. Congratulations, guys.
Love you guys.
Love you too. Thank you for coming on.
Nicole, who's somewhere. She's behind the scenes here for being part of the Used and Abused pod.
Exactly.
Guys are great people. Thanks for having us on. We love you guys.
Thank you for coming on. We love you guys.
Keep rocking.
You guys too.
See ya.
Sorry. Bye, guys. Sorry.
Solo modes. Hey, there we go. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Been forever since I've done this.
No, Nicole actually sent a message.
Okay.
So I was just telling her, no problem.
Anyway, so who all do we got new in the chat?
We have Tina's new in the chat. We've got Backyard TARDIS that just joined us. We got Shanty from Pop My Culture just joined us. DJ had to hop off because he had to take a nap. So, and Dawn popped in from the ATSW, the Escape Pod. And I think that's all. Oh, and Ro popped in. So, but yes. Sorry.
Cool. All right. Well, I know we're a little bit early.
Well,
so let me go ahead and do this real quick. I got sent a message today.
Okay. I thought.
And with the message, I got sent a nice little video. Shall we play the video?
Yes, but we got 2 guests in the back.
Yeah. We'll bring them on right to 30.
Both of them together?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Ready.
Video.
What up, Scott, Kim, and Nicole? Happy 200th. Congratulations for reaching 200. It's fucking exciting. I think we've been around like majority of it, bro.
Yeah.
Like I know you started close to Sidebar. I don't know. I think he started before that. Well, I don't even know the history. He goes back.
I think
Way
that Dave and Jason started their show, and then Scott started his show, and like maybe his like episode like 19, we started ours.
Yeah. So we're proud of you guys, man. It was fucking 1, 2, 3. It was Scott. Then was Scott and Kim. Now Scott, Kim, and Nicole. That's fantastic. We've been along for the journey. We've watched the growth, and it's been a fun ride. And we just want to wish you guys a fucking congratulations. Escape Pod fucking style.
Happy pod birthday.
Hell yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Don't read the card, Dragon Buddy.
Well, read it first up here.
Yeah, because we had Tina write it. Don't
Never
Don't
have
read
Tina
the
write
birthday
your cards.
card as Tina did it.
She lost her job with Hallmark, guaranteed.
Yeah, it's fucking
You got
fucking
that
crazy.
Arby's?
But hey, and 200 episodes, fantastic. Congratulations. We love all 3 of you. Keep it fucking rocking and rolling, used and abused style. And we will see you guys for another 2 fucking 100.
Hell yeah.
Rock and roll.
Hell yeah.
See you guys. Love ya.
See ya.
Thank you, Don, Brady, and DB again. That was awesome. Right, Kim?
Right.
All right, real quick. Let's go ahead and bring our newest co-host, our favorite co-host, my favorite co-host. You're no longer my favorite co-host.
Oh,
You've
I
been
figured
replaced.
that.
Nicole.
Did you just say that?
That's okay,
I
Nicole.
did that. You know, listen,
Kim, you're my favorite.
Oh,
it's
thank
episode 200. I can do what I want.
Oh, and Kim, just because I know Shanti likes to get the motor running
But
without saying it. I didn't even have to say the words, people.
no,
I'm that good.
no, you don't need to say the words. But with that being said, we got a couple more guests ready to bring on.
We do.
We do. And I'll explain to everybody later.
You're fine.
You're fine, Nicole.
And real quick, best known around the YouTubes and also around the Twitter sphere as the Podfather,
Yes.
the one, the only, Ro. Hey, Ro.
He might have actually received a message. Who knows?
Hello there.
Hello there.
How you doing?
Congratulations on 200. I mistakenly said 100 last night on JT's chat. I did, but
And then my sassy
Nicole
self, excuse me.
Yeah. Nicole cracked that whip and corrected me. So 200.
See, Kim, the whip.
It's an awesome benchmark. 200. Very, very nice. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. And I'm just curious, and then we'll bring in the other person that are part of this. What did you think when I first reached out to you? Here's somebody from Use and Abuse Pod asking to join the Red 5 Network.
Well, it's funny because with everybody that's in the Red 5 Network now, I don't remember the specific instances when people reached out to me or made a recommendation. I think there was a point in time where people were just telling me, oh, these guys are pretty cool, they should join me, and these guys are pretty cool, they should join us too, and let's bring these guys. What about, and then I remember Brad saying, what about this account, or what about these guys? I've been listening to them for a while. So it's I think I started like vetting people, but then all of a sudden other people were vetting for me, and there's a few of you goofballs that I never vet, so I just don't remember.
But you got to meet me, and I'll be seeing you in just a few weeks.
Absolutely. And Nicole, when we met, it was I never realized. I mean, you were doing some writing for a website, and we teamed up together before the whole Red 5 thing.
I 6 months before.
Yeah, something like that. So that was kind of cool. It's and it's funny because a lot of us have known each other for a long time, obviously.
I know 3 years now. You and I have known each other. Is that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy. But then a lot of you guys, a lot of Red 5 people were here in Chicago for 2019 before even knowing me. Like Pat and Charles was here for Celebration, and they were in my city. I mean, I was in the same room as them, and I didn't even know them. So it's kind of cool how all of that kind of meshed together.
Speaking of Pat and Charles, let's go ahead and bring one. I guess it's more like what?
Real quick, I want to say one more quick thing. Everybody, if you're out in the Joliet, Chicagoland area, come see Ro and I and other Red 5 members.
Greg will be there.
Honorary members, because we're going to be at Joliet Star Wars Day. It's a free
Todd
event.
will be there.
So come be.
It's going to be awesome.
It's amazing. There's a parade. It's the biggest. Didn't Todd say it's the biggest thing for the Midwest 501st?
Yes, it's really nice. I mean, there's one year that they brought the tank from Rogue One.
I can't wait to see everything this year.
So that should be a lot of fun.
I'm trying to think, Nicole. I don't really if you can say it's one half, because there is Pat.
It's 1/4.
Yeah, okay.
1/4 and a half.
1 1/2.
I mean, Charles is more like the 75th part.
Well, I think Charles is like, if I can take a marketing gimmick, Charles is the 5th third of the Star Wars Conversation podcast.
Conversation.
Charles.
There he is.
Charles.
He's the 5th third bank of the Conversations podcast.
Wow.
110% there, baby.
Now on Red 5 Tavern trying to bust your top.
Speak of goofballs that Ro never vetted before allowing into the Red 5 Network. Hello. Happy 200 episodes. My gosh, that is fantastic. And thank you for inviting me and Pat, who's working tonight, of course. But what an accomplishment. We just had our 100th, and that was an exciting time. And my monitor just went out. Just a second.
Yeah, you just went dark for a while.
I don't know what happened there. Yes, I try.
You and Ro technically match because you've got Vader behind you and he's got Vader behind him.
True.
Yes, this is true. This is very true.
I've got Ro's favorite.
Little Grogu. Aww.
That's not little.
But yeah, seriously though, happy 200 episodes. That's fantastic. And I remember when you guys first joined the network and started listening to you. I'm not a fan of the NASCAR stuff, but when you guys do you jump all over the place and you just say it as it is. And that's what I really love. And you guys go long. You guys have like long shows, but I drive over an hour for work and it fits right into my drive time, which is absolutely fantastic. So I appreciate it. So that's fantastic. Love it.
Awesome. Yeah, I think it's thinking about going along when my mom would, back when I would put these on Facebook live at the same time, she's like, I don't know how, she texted me a couple hours after the show and go, I don't know how you guys do this for an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm like, because we don't feel it.
No, we don't.
It's like 1 minute you're looking at your watch, and then the next
I
minute
feel
you're
it the
going,
next morning.
and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, we just went for 2.5 hours. How'd that happen?
Woo-hoo!
Isn't that wild?
It is. I mean,
you know, the old adage of time flies when you're having fun, but it really is very relevant in the podcast world. I mean,
yeah,
2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. You guys with the Red 5 Tavern, you guys are like, you know, I'll take a nap and go to work and come back the next morning. You guys are still playing.
Right.
We're still in our second half of our round to take down that big baddie.
Yeah. Somebody make a damn decision already.
Use that ring of invisibility. Something. Jeez, swing a sword for Christ's sake.
Depends on what sword you're talking about, Charles.
I said long sword, not a short sword, by the way.
Still gonna sting.
That's not what Shanti said.
Of course not. What do you expect her to say? She can turn the most innocent word into something putrid.
So can this one.
That's her superpower.
Oh Lord. But yeah, I mean, and speaking of the tavern, you know, unfortunately for Kim, when the tavern's on, she's at work, so she comes out on breaks and gets to hear stuff here and there. But since I bought all the stuff to start building D&D characters, to get into D&D, so I could maybe be part of the tavern, somebody still have not finished the player's handbook.
That's because somebody is taking in all these things on the characters.
And so every time she comes out,
she's already stealing stuff. I love it. She's already thieving and not even officially into the tavern yet.
she literally comes out and like when Charles DM and she's like he'll say something or they'll talk to Nicole or whoever about a certain spell or something they've got, and she's like, oh yeah, this does that and that. And then next thing else I hear Charles say the same thing. I went, are you kidding me? I'm
Nice.
like, I don't know why I'm gonna play it. You've already got it down. We just gotta get your days off.
Kim's gonna jump in as DM.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. She, I mean, or she'll be like, oh yeah, no, that's a D6. And I'm like, well, great. I'm happy you got this all down. Can I have the book now?
Well,
But no, I enjoy watching the tavern. I mean, I've enjoyed it since the beginning, and also love being a part of the Red 5 network. You know, when I reached out to it, because I mean, I'm thinking in my brain, I remember Don and Brady, they were the first ones of our little sidebar family, the ATSW family that joined Red 5, and I kept hearing about this Red 5 network, and I'm like, well, Red 5 obviously is Star Wars. You know, I already put 2 and 2 together without even seeing logos, and then all of a sudden Dave and Jason joined and went, and I looked at Kim and I'm like, what do you think? You think we ought to see how the heck you can join this network?
and I agreed.
Yeah, and so we did, and we were accepted.
And I got to say, I'm proud of you guys for using the Circle Red 5 logo.
That is all them. All
Kudos to you.
It took me a minute to figure.
You should teach somebody.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Mic drop, that was burning.
Yeah, we brought it to their attention a few hundred times.
Yes.
I think all of us have.
A few hundred times.
But no, I mean, as far as that goes, yeah, Brady sent me a round one time. I'm like, thank you. And then when I got into using Canva, they had the where you could actually drop in the little circles
shape.
where you can drop a picture into it. I'm like, oh, this is even easier. But
Nice.
yeah.
And I guess
it
would be my fault for dropping a JPEG, a square JPEG in a circle hole, if you will.
Well, see, that's not how it works, Ro. Squares should not be pushed into anything round. Don't put things where they're not supposed to go.
Yeah,
That's
especially
true.
in
I've heard that before.
Yeah, but
I'll try anything once at least.
So what she said.
What happens in Chicago stays in Chicago, right?
Absolutely.
That's true, isn't that right, Nicole?
I mean, NASA did teach astronauts how to put a round peg in a square hole.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, they did.
Oh, now he's bringing out the old facts from NASCAR days.
NASA,
Yeah,
Old
from
NASCAR.
But
We did Tom and I did a show with Ro not too long ago, Quick Cuts, where we talked about Dungeons and Dragons and the theater of the mind, and how the Dungeons and Dragons, like when I used to play it, literally was just books, pieces of paper, and a pencil, and maybe
Sounds
some
like
graph
my kind of
paper.
Dungeons and Dragons.
It was fantastic. You had the dice. Some people had some of those little pewter characters you could buy back then and paint them.
You still can.
But yeah, exactly. And they've come a long way. The detail is just amazing. But that's what really drew me to the game itself. And I think within maybe 2.5 weeks, I was thinking about, I was writing up some adventures, and Brad mentioned it in the chat at one point. He says, "Hey, does anybody else want to play Dungeons and Dragons?" I'm like, "Oh my God, you read my mind. Yes, let's do this." And it just like flourished from there. And Ro, of course, is like, anointed us. "You may play your game, you nerds. I bequeath to you the Red 5 Tavern. I have no idea what you're doing, but enjoy." And it grew from there. And we have people who've played for decades. We have people who played for minutes, and we have people who've played for years. And that's the fantastic part of it. We try and grow that. We try and foster the game itself, and take the time when we need to explain things and develop the story and give everyone a moment to shine and learn their character and have fun with it. So that was really one of the biggest things that I loved about it, because I remember when I first started playing, I was lost, like you're saying, Scott. Like D6, D12. I mean, what are these things? What do they mean? And it's tough, Yeah, and it's just tough.
She knows. Look at her. Look at the smile.
Exactly, that knowing smile. So, as we all learn together, that's just makes the game better, and the comfort zones get there, and it just then the characters come out, and those little moments of shining brilliance come out and just make a session that much better. So it's been a wonderful experience for me.
Exactly. I mean, watching everything grow, just watching the games grow and the characters grow, going through death of characters, is just, I mean, I know what it's like, playing characters and having them die, but even being an audience member going, what, I mean, you actually get attached to these people, attached to the characters. It's not just all the fun and jokes that are being, you're literally like, when they're in battle, you're like, oh, please.
Oh,
you're
you mean like on
great.
Friday?
You're just hoping for this die, the die to roll right for them, so they can get rid of this evil person, and this evil person can't attack them or hurt them, and then people are on the verge of dying. You're like, no, somebody saving grace or somebody healing hand.
I know. Oh my God, I knew. Oh my, that was this past Friday. I swear. Yeah. I'm still not okay.
Yeah, one of the beloved characters, Kark, unfortunately didn't make it through. We didn't even get to say goodbye to him. He was just dead. Him and his amazing coffee are gone. I mean,
unbeknownst to our evening DM that day, I'm like, oh, I had this great idea, and then I'm like, you harpooned that even before I could even get out of my mouth.
So real quick before we say goodbye.
I know it's hard to say goodbye.
It is. What are you all looking forward to in Star Wars?
Zippers. And bricks.
And if, of course, if you guys can tell us what's going on with the show, well, for Scarif podcast, as well as anything you might be doing with Red 5 Network, and of course for Charles, if you can give us a shout out for, of course, the Red 5 Tavern, that'd be great.
Well, on the Red 5 Tavern, we are playing almost every Friday. Aaron has joined us. Aaron from the WSTR Media podcast has joined us as a DM. He's got amazing experience and fantastic ideas. We've been working in the background for a few weeks before we started, which has been amazing. And he's an amazing role-playing character. He brought to life his character called Zubov, and just blew us all away with
He did.
not just his accent, but his actions and stuff. So that was been phenomenal. And so we got another one gearing up this Friday. It's I'm taking over for DM, and we're continuing the story that we started a bit last week. We're still feeling the pain of the loss of Kark, and but there's some huge plot points afoot. And if you want to join us to find out how it keeps going, it's getting interesting, and there's something brewing with a big battle coming, and we keep getting these hints.
I want Kark back.
Yeah,
we're not
Kark's
over
it. Kark's not going to be part of the Red 5 coffee mug morning shots anymore. He never even made it into one.
I want to interject though something. That's what I absolutely love is that one night I was watching WSTR, and I have heard Carla and Aaron talk about Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like, why are you guys not here? Why are you not on the other side? Why are you not with us? And finally, Aaron, I finally got him, hey, get in this group. I just knew. And of course, he went from here to right to DM. I was like, wow, that's awesome. But I love is that it brought community together, because Roaster of the Red 5 Network, we have the extension with the Red 5 Tavern, and that has continued to grow community within the Red 5 family, but then outside of the Red 5 family. So I love that. I love the fact that this network does that, brings us together.
And expands on this entire family. Everyone on the screen right now is part of that larger Red 5 family. We thank the Podfather Ro and Brad, who's out at sea right now serving the country. We appreciate him and thank him for that. But it all starts from that, and the support we feel from each other is just amazing. And Pat and I tell ourselves every week that we're not kicked out of the network, that we are blessed by the people that we've met and have support of, and who we support, and we would ask for nothing more from our experience in podcasting.
Pat and Charles are one of the founding members of the original 10 that started the Red 5 Network. So, yeah.
And we're still here. Yes,
we're still here. Yeah,
it's close a few times, but we're still here.
Very nice. Well, we have Scarif Live this Saturday. We have a special, wonderful show. I don't even know what the show is going to be about, and I really don't care because it's going to be Pat, it's going to be Charles, it's going to be Rob of Jedi Temple Archives. All three of us, all four of us are going to cause a ruckus Saturday. Let's see what the hell we're going to talk about.
It's going to be like a Royal Rumble.
Yeah. We're not even there, and I'm already laughing on the inside.
Yeah, it's going to be, we haven't done it in a while, but it's going to be a Red 5 roundup. We're just going to talk about nerdy stuff and see what trouble. Let's see how many times we can get canceled on Saturday night.
There we go.
See how long. We're going to need me, Shanti, and then even if she looks so innocent, not so innocent, Kim, we can get that to happen.
It's the quiet ones you have to worry about.
I got it. Is the quiet ones you have to worry about.
Let's just say we may need 3 or 4 moderators. That's all.
True. Well, Ro and Charles, thank you so much for coming on tonight. This has been fun.
Our pleasure.
We definitely, I know, I speak for myself and probably even Kim and Nicole, that we definitely got to be on eventually one of these times, be on one of y'all's podcasts. I think it'd be fun. I mean, Charles, we may not make it very good with Kim listening to Pat live, because every time I listen to the show and she hears it, there you go.
There you go. Yeah. That would be awesome to hear.
Wow.
Back and forth.
Yeah,
we'll just call it the Laugh Fest.
In person, and I want to take video and pictures.
Okay.
Yes. No, definitely like to be on everybody's shows, and
I'm crying.
I'm
crying. I love it.
And I mean, I think it was right after we joined the network, Ro and Backyard TARDIS did an episode about Battlestar Galactica.
Oh,
one of my favorite.
Nice.
Fantasy shows from the late 70s.
Those were the days.
70s. Were the days.
70s.
Yeah, 70s. For some reason, that's why I've got Mork and Mindy back there on DVD.
There you go.
Nanu. But again, thank you again for both of you for coming on tonight. We
No
enjoyed
problem.
it.
Congratulations, 200.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On
Thank you.
200, we
200
can,
more.
Thank you, Scott.
you're leading the way. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And until next time, have fun. All right.
There we go.
Whew.
Better. I
Can we
think
do
one
better?
day you're going to meet Pat in person, and I just want to be there. Just let me make sure
Right.
I'm there, and I'm going to have video, and I need to have camera. So, Ro, I'm going to need you.
Isaac,
Okay.
that was a long time ago. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. The chat moves as I'm trying to close things off. That was over 50 years ago for me.
Yeah.
Some people not. For me, it was over 50 years. But let's move the show along and bring on another Patreon member of ours, and that is Backyard TARDIS.
Nicholas!
Hey,
Nick, how you
everyone.
doing?
You know,
Doing good.
he was just talking about you. Did you hear him? He was talking about you.
Yes, I did. I did. So you guys, we now know what portion of the podcast of Conversations Charles is, but what portion is the latter? That's my question.
Right.
We need to work that out, because I think people don't get enough credit to how much weight the ladder pulls.
Well,
But
that's a good, mighty question. Maybe Jacob.
and
I mean, Pat or Charles.
yeah,
If you caught it, you caught it.
yeah. Ro brought up the bricks and screws, and I've offered multiple times to come on his podcast and talk what the issues are with bricks and screws, but he hasn't taken me up on it. So, what's got y'all laughing? You're laughing at this.
I'm laughing at Kim, laughing at everything else.
I am a Hennifer
I love it.
defender, and so I wanted to point. There's something in there that they're accusing Hennifer of, and I'm not going to confirm or deny it, but they are saying that she's a simp. Well, why is that thing? I mean, Star Trek, Jadzia Dax, symbiote. That's not a bad thing. And they say, oh, she's from another dimension. She's an alien. She's this, that. Geeks. I don't get, like, they're acting like these things are slander and not cool. So, I don't, they're throwing out words trying to get people dramatized, trying to get them concerned, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
You should call Felmore. You might know that number. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. Oh.
Well,
so
their work with Cam concerns me. So did I freeze or?
You kind of did.
Yeah, you're kind of in and out.
Yeah.
I mean, DB's trying to blame it. DB's saying that you're suffering the effects of uveitis. Feel better soon. But yeah, it's kind of in and out with the. I mean, hey, we're live.
Now I'm laughing at the chat. Sorry.
Okay. Well.
Is that on our
Yeah.
side?
It's. Let me do this.
Someone cutting down trees.
That improve it at all?
Is somebody cutting down trees on your side?
So yeah, I found a lonely parking lot. I parked at the very farthest end, and like the moment you were wrapping up with them, some guy like came out and was like, I'm just gonna randomly weed whack the field beside this parking lot. I was like, oh, I'm next.
Nicholas, I know all about interruptions in life tonight. You're not alone. Not alone. It happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he's literally 5 feet. Gigantic acres of field, and he started 5 feet from me. But you know what? That's one of the things that I love about your guys' podcast, because you guys keep it real. And I love, like, you have your daughter on, and they got the baby coming in and out and doing that, and it's just live. And there are other people that are doing a podcast, and they like freak out if a dog's barking at the next door neighbor. Like, all the quality, life happens. It just happens, and you guys just have that honest integrity.
Yeah, I mean,
I remember an Alphaba decided to go towards my laptop from this way, so that means straight on, and all of a sudden, whoop!
That's what makes.
And I can hear Kim as my laptop goes down. I think that was the cat.
I've seen her.
You know,
and so Alfie's kind of become the
mascot
in some ways.
I mean,
she's not here because the door is currently closed, but I'm pretty sure she would be in here.
Glenda gets Friday night, and Alfie's ours.
That's right.
But and Nick, bringing that up, you're right. I mean, that's what I love about it. When I know after the show's over, my daughter's like, "I am so sorry." I'm like, don't you dare apologize, because it makes the podcast. It makes it fun, because you know what? Yeah, there's there's our grandchildren. They're later in life, they're gonna probably pull up YouTube or something and go, "Why did you allow us to do this, Mom?" And whatnot. But it does keep it real. And that's the one thing, like, even starting the podcast in the beginning, that's one thing I always wanted, like, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna keep it real to me. And I, like, with the music I love, hardly do I ever say I hate something or don't just like something completely. But there are some stuff out there I just dislike, have never gotten over it. And I will come out and say it, but at the same time, that's just me being myself. But I'm not going to say, "Oh, well, how dare you like it?" Because you know what? If you like it, cool. I'm proud. I'm happy to do, because it'd be a boring world if we all like the same stuff.
True.
Very much agree. It's
lately.
That's what I think we don't have enough of. Oh, right. I have just crazy busy locksmithing away. My channel a hiatus. I was hoping it was just a hiatus. Looks like it's 2 now, but June I'm planning on being back and making more content, making more videos, and doing my adventures in locksmithing.
Awesome.
Before you guys went live, I installed for the government. Great. I had government and hey, the tent deadbolt. How do you lose a deadbolt off your door?
I have no idea.
It's not like they fall between the couch cushions.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm freezing.
Yeah, you are. Yep.
Yeah. Like, it was, I installed it, and then they said the customer lost it.
Alfie.
I'm like,
okay.
How?
Yeah, exactly. How do you?
Yeah. So
that's the one thing I love about your locksmithing videos, because it's like, wow, I mean, we've all worked different industries and stuff, but hearing some of the stories that you talk about, I mean, again, DB also does, he's the cable guy, and it's like, gosh, I really feel
the cable guy.
feel for people that have to go like into people's homes or whatnot. And again, like you said, how do you lose a deadbolt? How do you lose something like this? It's like, I'm thinking right now going,
yeah,
no. But anyways, Nick, I want to thank you for being
the
patron.
The stuff I see in people's houses, it's crazy.
He's on delay.
Yeah, we got a delay.
We did. Nicholas, I just want to say thank you for being one. I have known you since I think before I was part of the Red 5, and I just
I'm going to blame ATSW.
And I just want to say thank you because when I came and joined on the show, of course, you were already a Patreon, so it was so awesome to already know that I already had friends supporting me and everything. So I appreciate it. He's totally doing it. That's okay.
Yeah. And here on Use and Abuse, I think it's a great thing.
Right. And I know I forgot to bring it up earlier, but Nick actually did join us on
the Doctor Who show.
Right. Episode 178. Doctor Who. We did season 1. And again, we need to get into me watching it more because we got so much to do. It's like, oh gosh. I got binge watch like 500 things now.
Oh, I know.
But anyways,
same.
Nick, we want to thank you again for coming on. Thank you for being a patron. We really appreciate it. We appreciate the support. And would you tell these fine level people where they can find you?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Nicholas, you're in carbonite.
Well, if I'm not completely frozen, you or you can find me Adventures in Locksmithing on YouTube.
Thanks again,
you should
Nick,
probably
for coming
kick me
on.
because I think my internet is just going out right now.
Thank you.
Thanks again for coming on. Well, we definitely got to have you on more. Have a wonderful evening, brother.
Alfie started to get into the room. She started, but Glinda got up on the actual bed. So,
this was the joy of doing a live show.
Yeah.
Is there's times, everybody can remember the night we had the internet, not the internet, but we literally lost power.
Yeah, we did.
We were live in the show and the power went boom.
And there was nothing.
I looked at her, she looked at me, and we're like, what just happened?
Yeah.
And then I finally really quickly remembered, I can use my phone as long as the towers aren't down. I can get back on StreamYard through my phone to say goodnight to everybody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's one of those things, but ready to move on?
Yeah.
I'm taking a drink.
Well, once you take a drink.
We got to move that thing out of there, the poor spout thing. I don't like that, but
we'll remove it later.
This will be, again, the next person we're bringing on is another patron of ours, but also a member of the Red 5 Network.
Yes.
And I used to be a former co-host with him on another show.
Yep. And
another galaxy far, far away.
Exactly. And he is the host of Rebel Rock Radio.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Steve. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing great. Oh, man.
So, congratulations on your 200th episode.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's shocking. It's still not sinking in that, like, wow, I've done 200 of these.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
I know. I'm so exhausted, man. 200. Where was I the whole time?
But I want to say, with Stevie on here, I want to say, if you haven't checked out Rebel Rock Radio, go do it. Mm-hmm. You're going to get some wonderful insight. You feel like you're hanging out with friends, and you get awesome
music
tunes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love each week. I can't wait. It's like, oh yeah, tunes. And then of course now you guys added that extra little piece to it. Did DJ pick this one?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love it.
That reminds me. I didn't put the poll up this week.
Oh,
whoops.
Oops. I'll have to do that after we're done talking here.
Luna Girl's on top of everything.
Oh yeah, she is. Luna Girl's definitely got everything running around. Now, of course, the one thing you guys used to be, we're Rogue One Radio, had to change it because of Disney or Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
And you also were, again, well, we were Tuesday night mates, you know.
We were.
We were originally 5 o'clock, and you guys
Before.
come on.
After.
Hey, I remember
Exactly.
that old logo. I know that one.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it was always fun on Tuesday nights because we would get done and like, okay, make sure everybody go to Rogue One Radio. You know, at that time Rogue One, but now Rebel Rock Radio.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, things happen, things change. And again, Thursday night, I'm like, okay, we got this. You know, I can't wait for Rebel Rock Radio. And again, I still screwed up once.
I do too. I mean, yeah, we were Rogue One Radio for so long, and then it got to the point where we couldn't sustain anything, you know, with that name.
Right.
Thank you, Lucasfilm. But yeah.
Yeah. I get to, if I'm on like in between calls, I can hear
Yeah, she can hear the music down there.
Yeah, and I'm going, yeah.
Yeah, playing music is a lot of fun. We actually stopped doing it for a while, and then it just.
I remember when we did that.
Yeah, it just wasn't the same show without the music.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're doing good. We're strong. We're not quite anywhere near to 200. I think we're at one. We're in the 120s somewhere.
Nice.
So just curiosity, what are you guys up to this Thursday night? What do you guys have upcoming or what's
This
coming up in the next
Thursday, for the first time, one of our patrons cashed in their I want to pick the topic perk. And we are going to be talking about Star Trek.
Nice.
Yeah.
Live long and prosperous. That's all I know.
Where no man has gone before.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. And then next week, if my brain is working correctly, I think next week we are doing Visions.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, with Star Trek, is it just like Star Trek overview?
Yeah, just kind of an overview.
Okay.
Our very first patron, actually, Dave Brown, is going to be joining us, and thanks, Kelly. Yeah, I can't keep up with that stuff. Yeah, he's going to be coming on, and he's a really big fan of Star Trek. So it'll be interesting to talk to him about, just kind of Star Trek in general, just movies, TV, that sort of thing. And
awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. I mean, I obviously didn't get to see the original series when it was originally on, but I got to see a lot of the reruns in the 70s.
Yeah.
Which got me into Star Trek before Star Wars. And then the movies, in the 80s, again, Wrath of Khan is still my favorite movie from the 80 movies.
It was the movies for. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, I remember going and seeing that movie in the theater.
Nice.
And, but yeah, Star Trek has actually got some pretty exciting stuff going on in the last 5 years. But that series Picard is really good. But yeah, so we're going to talk about that Thursday. And
yeah, I know when I was a kid, I can remember when my uncle would come visit my grandparents, and my grandparents lived out on a farm at the time, and they would watch Star Trek. And that is when I got in. Well, I didn't get into Star Trek. That's when I would see it. I knew that Whoopi Goldberg had been in it, which was interesting to me because I'm like, oh, I saw her in Ghost. Oh, I saw her in Sister Act. Oh, I saw her. And then like me going, she's in Star Trek.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then of course I saw some other things, and I think that was my introduction, was remembering that my uncle would come into town and they'd have it on, or me and my grandpa had it on too. It's not really his thing, but he does put it on. So
I was never really into the TV show. I liked some of the movies, and then some point, kind of I think it had to have been in the mid 90s. I was over at a friend's house, and I'm like, "What are you watching?" He's like, "Next Generation." I go, "What's that?" And he explained it to me a bit, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll have to check that out." And I did, and it was, it's a pretty amazing show. But
well, and I've been rewatching The Big Bang Theory recently. I know, I love it, and I realized I didn't get to ever fully finish it. So, but it's so interesting because, of course, there's so many Star Trek and Star Wars references, as well as other favorite fandoms that I love. But the Star Trek thing is with Will Wheaton just cracks me up. I'm like, oh wow, he's back. I love it when they bring on the Star Trek or the Star, any of
the characters like Brent
Star Wars
Spiner.
cameos on my heart. I'm so excited. I'm like, But then there's some Star Trek ones, and now I get them. Now I kind of get it, So.
Yeah, interesting that you bring up Big Bang Theory. We actually have an episode about that coming up in the next month or so.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been loving it. I'm to the point now that I'm now into new territory where I don't know what happened. And I look back and go, why didn't you finish that? Oh, okay. Single momhood happened. Oh, okay.
That'll do it. Yeah.
Things that where I was not able to always have like the access to a certain thing. So now I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm seeing it in a different set of eyes too. Like it, from a different perspective now that I'm, not, we just won't talk. I mean, I'm Return of the Jedi age. So,
Yeah. Kelly, it's pronounced Trek, not track.
Yeah, Trek. Star Trek. Yep.
So.
Well, it is getting late for Kelly.
That is true.
And then those of us that know typing on phones is a pain in the neck sometimes.
Yes, it is.
and then in those that use their little voice to chat thing, that's even more of a pain.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, but
Kitty,
there she is.
There's Sylvie. There's our
mascot. My daughter's dog's in here. She's being a little different right now, and
none of mine are in the office. Oddly enough.
Well, they were in here, and then they kind of started, wait, you're not supposed to be in here with us.
I usually have at least one or two of them in the office with me, but I don't know what they're doing today.
Awesome. And I mean, that's the one thing I love about you. Like even with your show, Steve, is that the cats, when your cats are in there, you show them. If they get near you, you bring them on the screen. And
let's see if we can do this. Come here, Bailey. Come here. Let's see if we can get you. Can we? We're just gonna have to show. Here.
Oh, beautiful.
Try. Can you try? She is also an attention whore. she wants all the attention, and so if I could get her fully close enough, come in. She's a beautiful boxer. There she is.
Very nice.
I love
you're on screen. See, now you're getting all the attention for 5 seconds.
He's like, no, I want your attention.
See, if Papa was still in the chat, he'd be like, Bailey, what are you doing? Huh?
So, Steve, where can everybody find you at?
The show you can find at Rebel Rock Pod on Twitter and Rebel Rock Pod on YouTube is where you can see the live stream every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to follow me, you can just find me pretty much everywhere at Otter272.
Awesome. And again, thank you for being a patron. We do appreciate the support. And we got to definitely have you on one of these times on our full show, do some talking.
Heck yeah.
And maybe the other one too.
Yeah,
yeah.
We got. Well, Kim won't be on it, but one of these times we'll have to do our little cash in too.
Yeah, you do need to. We still owe you one of those.
Yeah, it's just hard sometimes to figure out, like, okay, what's there to be into?
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory. Oh wait, whatever we like. Music. We all like music.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, I mean, we could do a music centric episode. I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah. But again, thank you for everything, and thank you for coming on tonight.
Yeah.
And again, everybody go check out Rebel Rock Radio Thursday nights live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Have a good one, Steve.
Again, congratulations for
Thank you.
number 200.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Night.
And I meant to say hello, Kenny.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been here. I was just like, because of Bailey, so.
Yeah. All righty. And our next guest is John from War of the Stars podcast. Welcome, John.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much.
Not much.
I love, so real quick before one,
Go.
if nobody's listening to War of Stars, please go do it, because
thank you.
I love the one you got going on with your daughter, where
Yes,
Star Wars through a child's eyes.
Yeah, Star Wars through a child. Thank you.
I love that. I mean, it's
thank
like,
you. Thank you.
It
Appreciate
made,
that.
It made me go back and go, yeah, this is what I need to think about when I'm watching Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I need to think of what it makes me feel like when I was a that little kid again, that child listening, watching Empire the first time I saw it in the theater, going, whoa, what is it? Just being amazed by it all, instead of this adult version going, well, how dare they do this?
Yeah. It's been, that has been the most fun I've had in a long time. Not that I love our normal show that we do, our weekly show that we do, but just getting to experience Star Wars with my daughter. And we actually had a chance to go to our first con, first Comic-Con. Thank you. Not this past Saturday, the Saturday before that. Unfortunately, we missed the panels that we're wanting to see, because they had the pretty much the entire voice cast of Clone Wars were there. So
see, if you would have told me, Nicole, how early should I show up?
Ashley was there. Matt was there.
We got to experience it in Chicago, Ro and I. And I told Ro the day before. I said, Ro, if Smallville was a fiasco, we need to be here over an hour early. And we did. We were there.
Well, no, the problem is I knew we weren't going to get the autographs or the pictures, just because we didn't have the money for that. But I wanted to get to the panel, because the panel was going to be free, and I thought I can at least ask a question, stuff like that. And I didn't take in consideration the time change from here in Illinois, where I live, to Indianapolis. Driving across, and when I was driving, I realized, like, oh, I'm gonna miss it, because I saw that I remembered that they're on Eastern time, and I'm just like, oh
wow,
that's right, bro.
Yeah. I was like, oh, but it was still a lot of fun. She thought it was really cool seeing everyone dressed up, and we got a couple pictures of some stormtroopers from the 501st, because she was dressed as Vader. She has a little Vader dress on with her mask, and it was just a lot of fun. Yeah,
that's awesome.
So we learned lessons, and we know what to do next time.
Well, I mean, and that's the whole point of doing everything is, you do it the first time, you're like, oh yeah, okay, now I got to remember this. I mean, growing up, me and her both grew up in Nevada and Pacific time zone, and then all of our relatives, either from my side, were Idaho, so Mountain Standard Time. Hers were all in Utah, Mountain Standard Time. So you're just remembering, oh yeah, we're now.
Yeah, you have to
adding hours.
Yep.
And and I can easily. It is easy to go. Forget. Oh yeah, we're flipping over. But that's cool. Still get to go and have that experience is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I heard you talking just before I got on here about Star Trek. I have to get a quick plug for a show. If you guys haven't watched it already, watch Lower Decks.
Okay.
It is hilarious. It is if you're a Star Trek fan at all, it is one of the best shows ever. I mean, it's if you like Rick and Morty, you'll love Lower Decks because it's done by the same people who done Rick and Morty.
Okay.
It's a real love letter to Star Trek, but it is hilarious. They're just getting ready to do their third season, so definitely.
They need to finish Daisy and the Six first, and then we'll talk.
Okay.
I have my reasons. Scott, please, so we can do a show.
Yeah.
When that show came out like 2 months ago,
Yeah.
and we still haven't finished
She
it.
said no.
I don't know how. It's about music.
Life.
Well, I know. Tell me about it.
Life gets in the way of a lot of
I
things.
know.
So
It does.
that's
Trust
how
me.
it's easily to miss stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
have to give him a hard time.
I know.
Because I'm
I
just
know.
like, I
So,
just know
John,
they're gonna love it.
Yes.
we got going on over at Word of the Stars.
Well, we just finished a episode on Star Wars Boost, which I still have to upload. I'm really bad about that. We just did that yesterday, recorded it, so that should be up soon. And then we are planning our. We just had our 6th anniversary show last week. We did our live stream. We did a special live stream for that. Had some special guests on. So that was a lot of fun doing that. 6 years has been. I still can't believe it's been 6 years.
So if you wait, so if you're at 6 years, how many episodes are you guys at?
I have no idea
No
because
idea. You're like, I don't even care anymore.
well, we started out with another group. We started with a group called what was it? A Realm of the Mist Entertainment, and then we were with them for a couple of years, and we broke off on our own. And we've been on our own for about 3 years now. So we're about 3 years with Realm of the Mist.
Okay.
And then 3 years on our own. And then recently, within the last year or two, we joined Red 5. And that's been pretty cool being part of that. So yeah, it was, and our whole story is I've been wanting to do a podcast for years. Like the minute I heard the first podcast, like, this is awesome, I want to do this, but I had no idea. And I remember I was in a Facebook group for Collider. I don't know if you guys remember Collider. They're like a big internet thing. But the question, the discussion was what's everyone's favorite Star Wars YouTube channel or podcast, and everyone's given their favorite. And I made the comment like, I've always wanted to do a podcast, but I have no idea what I'm doing. And this guy named Chris, who he ran Realm of the Mist, said, we have this little podcast called Breaking the Fourth Wall. We'd like to have you on to plug it. And that led to one thing, led to another. And next thing I know, we're doing our own show. And literally our first show was on this.
Yeah,
Like,
when I started,
I just had my phone.
this is what I used. When I started, what I have.
I did none of the editing. Had someone else doing all of that, uploading it for me, and it was all. Yeah.
Side note, John, when I stopped using this and started using what I'm on now, Ro became a very happy podfather because, like he likes round things instead of square things. He was very happy. I was now a rectangle, basically. Lengthwise to this size,
Yeah.
Ro was a very happy person then.
But
and I didn't even tell him. I wanted to surprise him.
Yeah, but no, it's been a lot of fun. Just kind of going through and learning, and yeah.
I mean, congratulations on 6 years, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow, I mean,
it's been ups and downs. There's been times, I will admit, there's been times when I'm like, is it worth it? Do I want to keep doing this? Trying to come up with ideas, new ideas that are new and fresh.
Need ideas? Ask them.
Yeah.
I'm an ideas girl.
but I completely understand. I mean, trying to come up with ideas a lot of times is,
and trying to be unique, trying to not be like what every other I think that's one thing we've tried to strive with War of the Stars is for us to be unique, us to be as positive as we can be with the fandom. Not that we don't criticize or point out things that we don't like, but we try to do it in a, a positive way of much as
exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's like with her when I started this and it was just me and then she joined, I told her, I will come up with all the topics. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, and then, there's those times where it's just like, why am I still doing this? Why are we still doing this? And she's like, because it gives me a break. It gives me, I look forward to this every week.
Same thing.
And so,
my break.
You start hearing that and it's like, okay, continue on. But yeah, and then when we added Nicole just this year, and wow, the ideas that like awesome. Whoa, I don't have to come up with all the ideas.
Those ideas started before I was on this show. I would be in their show going, "You guys need to do this. Wait, you guys are into this. Why are you guys not covering this?" Yeah, I would just be giving them ideas, like, "Please do this," because I was just so excited for them and their show. And I'm like, I think they'll like this. And even last week, it was so cool because we finally got to do a show from an idea that I had put in their chats and from previously, and it was just amazing. And then it was great to see their reaction because I didn't realize they didn't realize who humble I was.
Yeah.
Until like last week on the show, I'm like, what?
Now I don't know about you guys, but
all together.
For me, one of the coolest experiences I have is even if it's someone that I kind of know, and they say, "Oh, I listened to your show." And for me, that's just like, you listen to this? There's other people that like, I know I see that there's people that do listen to it, but when you actually see them and meet them, it for me, it's just kind of like, it still blows my mind that people listen to my silly little show about Star Wars.
Oh, that happened to me early on with this show. My cousin actually reached out to me on Instagram's like, "Hey, I love the pod." And I'm thinking, how did you even find it? I've not told anyone else but my own mom, who has not told anyone else. How did you? And I can't remember how he found it, but it was like, whoa, he's actually listening to us.
Yeah.
How crazy is this? And have him go, oh yeah, and then leaves a review talking about old school DJ and just love the vibe. And I'm like, what? It just blew my mind because like I never expected someone else, but like coming, I told my mom, my kids, obviously, and those are the people I thought were really listening to it. And then as time went on with, as we mentioned earlier, with ATSW family, Linergal came on and started watching the sidebar, and because she was given that to someone else that she knew, said, "Hey, you need to watch this," and that's how she got with the Escape Pod. Then all of a sudden they're all plugging my show, so she goes back and starts listening to this show, and it's like now we're just big. And then of course everybody joins the Red 5 Network. But yeah, having people literally reach out to you, but regardless if it's family or not, like I'm listening to your show. Like, what?
We were at a thing for a friend of ours, and it turned out it was kind of a tragic thing, but my best friend's son was there, and he mentioned that he listens to the show, and that was just kind of like, whoa. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, it's amazing.
So which one of you is from Joliet?
I'm in Illinois.
I saw in
I'm in Illinois.
Same here.
And I live not in Joliet, but I will be at Joliet Star Wars Days.
Okay.
I'm about like an hour-ish away from Joliet.
Okay.
I'm actually out in the cornfields because there's
Same here.
more. Don't tell Ro, but there's more out there than just the city.
I know. So I am like halfway between Champaign and Decatur. I'm pretty much right smack dab in the middle of the state.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm
still in the northern part.
Yeah. Where I'm at is like pretty much equal distance between Indianapolis, Chicago, and St. Louis. I like corn.
Add some nice melted butter to that corn, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just see, 2 more now. See, but I don't want to live there.
That's right.
Yeah, no, me and Kim, we're out here in the heat.
Yes, we are.
See, you add the heat to the corn, and you get popcorn.
Yeah,
there you go.
You do.
There you go. But it's a dry heat, isn't it?
Sure.
That's what I've always heard.
That's what I've always heard until I met them, and then I'm like, I think someone's lying.
It's a dry heat until we hit June,
and then June, July, August,
September, monsoon season. So
yeah,
I know I've always loved that. It's a dry heat. I'm like,
no, it's not.
Really? It just reminds me of that part from Jeff Dunham with Walter. It's a dry heat. We love it here. I got her again.
So, John, what do you have? What do you guys have upcoming for War of the Stars? What do you guys going to do in the next week or a couple weeks or months?
Well, next week we have our next episode planned, which is we're going to be doing a look at fan films. We're going to be talking about some of our favorite fan films. We have just started. We made the announcement this past week. Again, like I said, hasn't been formally done because we haven't uploaded it yet. But once a month, we're going to be doing a live stream gaming. We're going to be doing the Star Wars role-playing game live once a month.
Is it like Dungeons and Dragons? Or
yeah,
is it...
but it's like Dungeons and Dragons, but Star Wars. So, yeah, Garrett, my co-host, will be GMing that. And we're also going to be doing going through our character creation next week for that. So check that out. And then as for that, I got vacation coming up in June. So I'm going to be taking a couple weeks off, and Garrett will be taking over hosting duties for those couple weeks. And then, we'll just kind of see what happens. We're hoping for that this summer we get kind of bigger things. We're wanting to get our listenership back up to where it had been for at one point. Kind of gained some. We kind of lost a few listeners. I don't know why, but and I admit that that's been something that's always kind of the other thing that's always kind of caused me to question whether to do it is when you're looking at your listeners and you're saying, oh, only 15 people are listening. Oh, only 20 people are listening. When you were having like 50, at one point, and then it drops down. And, but, I know it's just, it's got to plug along.
Yep.
It's got to keep.
Definitely.
So,
and again, I can totally back that up because that was some of the stuff that I do. I'll look at numbers going, really? Why? What happened? What went wrong?
Sometimes I feel like I think like that, and then I kind of begin to go, but we got we have so much fun.
Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah.
And there's a joke between us that, you should see what's the after show look like, because there's like sometimes 20 minutes to an hour ish. And that we're just shooting the breeze, and like that's probably what we should be showing, but it's because we're just jibber jabbering, and I'm like, but this is why. This is why, and I remember the reason why.
Definitely.
Exactly. Well, John, we want to thank you for coming on, and where can everybody find you at?
Oh, thank you. What was that?
Where can everyone find you on the
socials? Sorry. You can find me on Twitter handle at War of the Stars 1 at Gmail, War of the Stars 1. Anywhere you find podcasts, just search War of the Stars, it's our podcast. We're on Spotify, Stitcher Radio, all those places. YouTube, you can check out Star Wars Through the Eyes of a Child. And all their social medias, just look for War of the Stars.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And congratulations on 200 episodes.
Thank you.
Yes.
And thank you again for coming on tonight.
We've
had a blast having you on. We'll definitely have to hook up and try to do something.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. We'd love to have you, any of you guys, all of you guys on War of the Stars sometime.
That would be wonderful. If you ever do Spaceballs, please hit me up.
We just did. We just did. Our last week's episode was on Star Wars spoofs. So it was the first show we talked about with Spaceballs.
What?
Of course.
And I wasn't there.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
I mean, if you're gonna
Just
talk
wait. So
Star Wars spoofs,
if
the
by
first one you
chance
gotta
you come
do
to
is
Juliet
Spaceballs.
Star Wars Day, you're gonna get a surprise. You're gonna get double surprise. And then if so I used to be on our Rogue One radio, and we did a Spaceballs for podcast day. It was so much fun, and eventually I will be cosplaying a character from that, hopefully very shortly, from that show.
Nice.
I know. I'm like, no. I would have known if you would have said, Nicole, would you come on? I've been like,
If I would have known, I would have.
Feel free if you ever want to like take another perspective from it. Hit me up.
Definitely. Well, may the Schwartz be with you.
Yep. May the Schwartz be with you.
Yes, may the Schwartz be with you. Hit me up
Don,
next time.
I will.
Have a great night, and thanks again for coming on.
All right, thanks.
Bye. Oh wow. All right, Colby's on the road. I do know this.
He's in the chat too.
Well, I see he's in the chat, and I just looked his location because, what father doesn't have their kids on location finder when you have an iPhone?
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
My adult children,
why we're in
here,
between
I'm
guests? Can you mute this?
Mute what? Your microphone?
Yeah, why we're in between guests.
All right. Well, what? Okay. Well, hey.
I'm here. I'm just doing something because I'm going to send you something.
Oh.
Well, this is for towards the end, or we can talk about it here in just a moment.
Okay.
Well, I can send it to Twitter. I can send it to anywhere. As soon as I do it, you'll be like, oh, that's right. Shirt.
There goes Kim. Kim just quit the podcast.
What? Say what?
No, I'm joking.
Get out of town.
Anyways, what's up?
Oh, I'm trying to send you something because I meant to actually include it in other stuff from earlier. Now I'm going to send it to Twitter. I don't know if that's faster or the other way is faster. I can drop it in a lot of places.
Well, usually when my phone's up, it doesn't matter where it goes because I won't get it.
Oh, well,
I should say I won't get notified for it because for some reason, Apple, when they did one of their last updates, I think a few months ago now, with the watch, if your phone is open, you don't get no notifications to your watch. It's kind of like,
well, I sent you something to Twitter, but I'll send it. I'll drop it into Google Docs too. Although I've already sent you a lot of stuff to Google Docs, so you would need to know exactly which one I was talking about.
Okay. And yeah, that's the problem because I haven't opened that. I kind of forgot to open that up. Yeah. So if it starts freezing on everybody, sorry. Opening.
It's Nicole's fault. What he's saying.
No, I'm not saying it's Nicole's fault. It's Scott's fault because Scott should have got his.
Please get your shit together.
Oh, you can't see me. Dang it.
All right. The drive.
All I know is that the 200s is a good one. Okay. I'm here. I am here.
Okay.
So, all right. So, what have we got going on for this for as we begin to wind things down? I mean, do we have anybody else that wants to jump in? If you want to jump in, let us know.
Well, Colby's on the road, so I know he's going to be getting. He's probably doing about 90.
Oh, there's Alfie. Looky. There she is. There's the mascot. My messy room, y'all. Okay.
More likely, Colby's doing about 90, 95 miles an hour.
Yeah, drive safe. We want
I
you
know
to
my
stay.
son.
Hi, Alfie. You gonna come say hi?
Right now, he's probably wishing he had.
Come willingly.
Probably wishing he had his Mustang right now. Anyways, let's see. Okay.
Mustang Sally.
All right.
Oh, that Mustang down.
First of all, I want to thank everybody that came on tonight. I mean, goodness gracious. It's
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
It's been fun. I mean, to have everyone on, and I definitely want to try to go over a few, I guess, moments or points where I was like, oh my goodness, okay.
What you got, Scott?
Oh, I'm just looking at all these all the photos in here, and I'm going,
Just anything I sent you has a 200 with it, and what it is.
okay. All right.
Oh, it's all good, Nicholas. We understand.
All right, so let me hit this one real quick. Let's see how well this is going to work. I'm just going to leave it in the Google Drive and bring it up that way instead of trying to move things around like I normally would do.
You're going to bring up the Google Drive. What he's about to show everybody is...
Well, we're going to do one at a time, so...
Okay. Well, just to give them an overview, though. What is coming for used and abused?
Kim is not got a microphone working because she told me to mute it.
Well,
we have some fun stuff planned, and I'm excited for it.
Yep, we have the third part of our Elvis series coming up.
Yep, and we'll finish the fourth too by the end of the new year, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly.
Or is Dolly? That's the fourth part. I can't remember who's who now at this point. I'd have to go back and look at my notes.
Well, technically, we counted part one as the movie.
Part two was the music.
Right.
Part three is going to be the movies.
Elvis's movies.
Elvis's movies.
I guess
like Blue Hawaii, King Creole, those.
Yep.
King Creole.
Joking.
And then the fourth part, I believe we discussed we're going to do his live performances.
Oh yes, that's correct. Thank you. I'm like, I think we did decide on 4 because we were just like,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
stop sharing that one.
And also, we actually started a new series, and we'll see if the picture is going to pop up before I go any farther.
Well, it depends.
I'm so excited, especially because of the timing of this.
Yes.
This past week, I have been completely singing her new song when she pops up.
Yeah.
I mean, her and Billy Joel, man, they know all about the
fire. So speaking of this,
yes.
Speaking of this is one, I've already pre-ordered the Hot Pink album from Amazon. Obviously, we won't get it until November 17th.
Hey, that's fine.
But it's got
early Christmas.
There's
exactly
3 covers I want.
Yes.
And none of them got to do with her driving the car.
Nope.
It's the red one.
Yes.
With her and the Harley and the guitar.
Yes.
The blue and the guitar, which is the hot pink one I pre-ordered from Amazon. And then there's the one with the star patch over her eye.
Yes.
Those are the 3 covers I want.
And we start.
And speaking of,
yes, it's Dolly, who, as we've been discussing, had a brand new song come out called "World on Fire." We also started this series back. We did her 2 colors, Code of Many Colors movies a while back. So we're going to continue doing her music and her life and her movies. So yeah, because she also acted. So yeah, I mean, if you want to hear a very good song, go find "World on Fire."
Her first rock and roll singer. Oh my gosh! And then her new album is stacked. Like I could not, when I realized how stacked it was, I could not text you guys fast enough. I'm like, I should have just called you guys. I should have just called. Because
30 songs are on this new album.
And she's got people on there like Miley Cyrus coming on. She's got
Motley Crue.
She's got friggin' Rob Halford, Nikki Sixx, and John 5 all playing on the song.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I can't.
Paul McCartney's on there, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
It's stacked.
Paul McCartney and Ringo.
If this album is good as I think it's going to be, it's going to probably be, included in my albums I can listen beginning to end. I hope that's what's going to happen. I hope that when I hear it that day, that every song I don't want to miss it. Like I want to listen to that song and then get to the next one. And
all right,
yeah.
And
for the people, this is what I'm going to do.
Hold on, just a minute. Just as a side note, what actually triggered this was that she was thinking about doing it, but she's a most recent inductee in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So this is what actually triggered this album.
I'm so glad she did it.
Yeah.
She is such an inspiration. Like I love her. I already loved her before, but she is such a role model. And when she said no, I wasn't going to do it, but then when she said I will take it, meaning being inducted, like Kim was just saying, and then just taking it around and going, all right, let's put it together an album. It's like,
yeah.
And then you see that album list.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Lunar Girl. Yes, him. You see that list of who she's singing with in almost each song, and you're like,
mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Like, what?
All right.
I just can't wait.
I'm gonna go over all 30 tracks real quick.
Yes, here we go.
Oh, this is part of the after party. So here we go.
Number 1, track 1, Rockstar, special guest Richie Sambora,
yes.
Which those of us from the 80s remember Richie Sambora played guitar for Bon Jovi.
Yes.
Isaac wants Dolly to be his sugar mama.
I don't blame you.
Mama can't get anybody, but Dolly can. Congratulations, Dolly.
Number 2, we just talked about it. World on Fire. 3, Every Breath You Take featuring Sting.
Nice. Oh yeah.
4, Open Arms featuring Steve Perry, originally your Journey.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Steve Perry, you guys. When's the last time you heard Steve Perry? Oh my gosh, go ahead.
Magic Man featuring Ann Wilson with special guest Howard Leese. Ann Wilson, obviously, of Heart. Track 6, As Long As I Can See the Light featuring John Fogerty.
Yes.
Oh, just
Track 7, Either Or featuring Kid Rock.
Yep.
Track 8, I Want You Back featuring Steven Tyler with special guest Warren Haynes. Obviously, Steven Tyler, lead singer of Aerosmith. Wow. Track 9, What Has Rock and Roll Ever Done for You featuring Stevie Nicks.
Yes.
With special guest Waddy
this is
Watchell.
gonna be awesome.
Track 10, Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
Track 11, Baby I Love Your Way featuring Peter Frampton. We
were just talking about him. By the way, we did the Humble Pie show last week, and literally, I think it was the next day this got announced. And when we saw Peter Frampton, I'm like, oh, I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. We just were talking about him, and here he was, like, so excited. So
Track
excited.
number 12, one of my favorite songs originally done by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, but I Hate Myself for Loving You featuring Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
Yeah.
Track 13, Night Moves featuring Chris Stapleton.
Nice.
Track 14, Wrecking Ball featuring Miley Cyrus.
That's gonna be interesting.
Track 15, I Can't Get No Satisfaction featuring Pink and Brandy Carlisle.
Nice.
Track 16, Keep On Loving You featuring Kevin Corninen. And that is actually the original lead singer of REO Speedwagon.
Yep.
Wow.
Track 17, Heart of Glass featuring Debbie Harry.
Oh.
Track 18, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me featuring Elton John.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Track 19, Tried to Rock and Roll Me featuring Melissa Etheridge.
Nice.
Track-
Nice. It's been a while since we heard her.
Track number 20, Stairway to Heaven
Oh.
featuring Lizzo and Sasha Flute.
This could get interesting. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah. Track 21, We Are the Champions. Track 22, the one I mentioned earlier, Bygones featuring Rob Halford with special guests Nikki Sixx and John 5.
Whoo, and Nikki's been talking it up, man.
Yeah, Nikki's been talking it.
Album up.
John 5 even talked about how he was so honored to play on this because Dolly is one of his favorite artists when he was growing up. So that is freaking cool. And track 23, My Blue Tears, featuring Simon Le Bon. No, you don't know Kim?
Simon and Garfunkel?
Nope. Simon Le Bon, lead singer of Duran Duran.
Man.
Ah, damn.
Track number 24, What's Up, featuring Linda Perry. Track 25, You're No Good, featuring Emmylou Harris and Sheryl Crow. Track 26, Heartbreaker, featuring Pat Benatar.
Yeah.
And Neil Giraldo. Track 27, Bittersweet, featuring Michael McDonald. Track 28, I Dreamed About Elvis, featuring Ronnie McDowell with special guest, the Jordan Ayers.
Yes.
Kim and I are just gonna have a field day with that song. Because again, it's funny because when I talked about doing a Dolly series, I said something that connects Dolly to Elvis, and we will get that when we talk about her music, y'all.
Yes. Track 29, Let It Be, featuring Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr with hold on, special guest Peter Frampton and Mick Fleetwood.
I am like, I could not text you. I should have just called you.
Yeah.
I should have just called you. I was
and the
beyond
final
excited.
track. The final track. Freebird. Featuring Ronnie Van Zant with special guest Gary Rossington, Artemis Pyle, and Artemis Pyle Band.
Woo!
Yeah. This album is called Rockstar
That
People.
was a stellar lineup. Stellar.
Yeah, and it comes out November 17th.
I mean, you guys, we're talking about a country icon, legend, pioneer, and I bet you it didn't take her anything to get those people to be on this album, to do stuff with her. Like, you know that means they already loved her. They were genuinely, like, were connected with her somehow, and they just went,
right.
Miley's different. She's goddaughter, but everybody else,
right.
Although I have to say, though, We Are the Champions was one that they didn't give any information on, and I'm just like, can I? Like, part of me wants to go, like, where's Queen? Because I'm such a Queen fan.
Yeah, I know. I'm shocked. Like, Brian May wasn't, didn't do it, but who knows? I mean, maybe he couldn't at the time or whatnot.
Right.
But one thing,
Rogers, it's just, I
right.
would have loved that though if we could have had some Queen on there too. I mean, they have a Queen song on there, but if we would have had, and who knows, maybe there is, and we just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh man, because you guys, I would like if that happened. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I might cry because I'll be so excited.
Right. And yeah, I mean, it's just this album. I mean, I'm shocked. It's gonna be 4 LPs.
I know.
Which is crazy. 4. And I'm looking at probably buying 3 copies of it at least.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But I've already got one pre-ordered. Gonna pre-order the other one from Dolly.com because that one is only on Dolly.com, and that is the red with her holding the guitar, black leather, and near a motorcycle.
Yep.
That when I first saw the 4 different covers, that's the one I went, oh hello. That's the one I like. That's the one
and
I like.
That's why Isaac and Ubaldo are like, hello.
Well, hello there.
Hello there.
Huh?
But yeah, I mean,
forget all the single letters and all the single mamas. Hello, Dolly.
And again, if you haven't, go one. You can listen to the new song on Apple, but I highly recommend going and looking for the performance from the American Country Music Awards.
And I called that. I totally called that.
You did. She did. Nicole said,
yeah.
You wait, it's going to be on the ACMs. And go watch that performance because, oh my gosh, I love that performance.
We're going to have Brady and his wife on the show when we talk about Dolly.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
I love when we have Brady on the show.
I do too. And, and speaking of which, I mean, and the thing is, I talk about how, you're now part of the podcast, but, the thing is Nicole, Ashley's first episode with us on the show was episode 159, which was supposed to be Ladies Takeover plus Brady.
It was.
The boy band episode.
So much fun.
But I ended up going ahead and jumping in because unfortunately Chauncey was supposed to be on, but she couldn't be.
Yeah.
And again,
but it was a blast.
It was.
I can still just, that was so much fun.
Oh
and
yeah.
Brady definitely was a big part of that. That was so
and real before we get to the last part of what we got going on in this year or part of this year, I mean, I will say one thing everybody knows, should know by now with me, or even with this podcast, is this podcast is very fluid.
Yeah.
We have things prepared that we're going to do.
We do.
And then say, yeah, okay, we'll change it. We'll move this, but we'll do it still eventually.
Tendencies, Brady.
But I mean, like, there's a few things here where, like, the next one I'm getting ready to bring up real quick before actually I'll do this after that. Next one I'm getting ready to bring up is definitely going to be in the month of June.
Yes, it is.
Just like in the month of September, the end of September will be the 40th anniversary of Shout at the Devil, Motley Crue's second album. Yep. You know, their first release under Elektra Records, but that will happen no matter what on the end of the month of September.
Yep.
And I swear, even if there's a friggin' monsoon storm, I'm going to go until we lose power.
Exactly.
I mean, Kim will be running back and forth and taking care of leaky ass windows while Scott's on the show talking about his crew.
Yes.
But this next part is happening in June.
Yes, it is.
And I mean, June is going to be huge.
It is. It is.
Because
it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
It will be a lot of fun.
Very magical and enchanting. Another girls' night.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
What? Oh, that's right. The whole month's going to be girls' night.
No. But it'll be fun. We haven't totally figured this out. We do know that there will be a girls' night, but beyond that, we're still working out the kinks.
Yes.
But not kinks like that. So, yeah.
Not in the kinky kinks, just the kinks.
Yes. Yeah. Getting the plan set to what we're going to be doing every week.
Yep. I'm excited for this. This is something that, you know, when I realized early on that Kim was a big Disney fan and then Scott was too, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be great. Because I just knew that we would just have a fun time.
Out of the two of us, again, her family, the siblings in her family, they grew up on Disney. You know, my mom didn't buy a lot of Disney stuff until the grandchildren came along.
Probably.
The grandchildren. You know, they were like, oh, well, here, let me buy all these friggin' movies. Like, well, you couldn't buy them when we were younger?
It's true.
But then again, we were one of the late bloomers getting the VCR too.
Yeah, you did say that.
Speaking of which.
Brady and Isaac, they actually have a thing in the vault about Lion King. I remember being so excited in the chat, and I was singing along as they're doing their podcast.
Yeah, we did do the Lion King. But the cool thing about the Lion King is, just because we done the animated Lion King, we did that with Hannah.
We did.
Guess what? There is a live action we can do.
Yeah.
There's a Lion King 2 we can do.
Yep. And
there's also the Lion King 1.5, which
we could do a whole year of Disney and we would still
have time. What?
I'm sorry. I mean, real quick, when 1.5 came out, I was not a fan of the second movie. I know my daughter is. I was not a big fan of the second movie, but man, when 1.5 came out, I was in love. I was like busting a gut, and that movie was hilarious. Yeah. Because it made a lot more sense of what happened in The Lion King.
It did.
Like, oh, look, that was Timon that did that.
Yeah.
Or Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah, because Timon was sent on a quest.
Which, okay, speaking of Timon and Pumbaa, hello, Game Loft. If you're listening, Game Loft, Disney Dreamlight Valley people, we need Timon and Pumbaa in the valley. Sorry.
Yeah, because
hello, we got Simba and Nala, and we got Scar.
Yeah.
We need the other two.
Yeah, because Simba's always going around going, Kuna Matata.
What a
wonderful phrase. Kuna Matata.
Ain't no passing craze. It means no worries.
All right. For the best of
your days, it's all problem free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Matata.
Anyway, yeah, so there's some of the stuff we got coming up this year.
Big of a Disney fan I am.
Now, I'm going to blow everybody's mind real quick.
You're going to blow our minds in what way?
Yeah.
I mean, congratulations, Kim. Woo!
Wouldn't we all like to know? No, seriously. One thing, and again, one thing I can't wait to talk about this year is a little rock band from the 80s called Sabotage.
Yeah.
But that's going to become a two-parter.
Yes, it is.
And there's a reason why it's a two-parter, but we're not going to give away why it's a two-parter.
No, we're not.
But it is an interesting crossover into this two-parter, which I'm going to love doing.
Oh, I am too, because I didn't even know what we're going to discuss until you told me. So
Until I woke you up one day.
Yeah.
And said, hey, by the way, that band is this band, this band is that. What was that band?
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting 2-part episodes.
Right. But with that being said, Colby, where the hell are you?
Did you want to real quick finish the pictures? There was a few more.
There was?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. All right, hold on.
I know. I'm like,
All right, hold it. Hey, Scott, guess what?
Please get your shit together.
I love that. I love that we add. Oh, don't you close. I'm the one to hit close. Let me hit the button again.
Please get your shit together.
Hey, it's one of those nights.
Right? I haven't drank enough.
Okay.
I have not drank enough yet. Where the hell is that bottle at? I'm joking.
Right?
I'm joking, Cam.
You asked.
That enough I've been okay, so for everybody knows, normally my schedules get all screwed up with sleeping. And the last 3 days I've been up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, you have.
And my body's like, hey, my old body is saying, hey, it's nap time, dude. And I'm like, no, we're on a show. We're doing it.
Exactly.
So let me get back in here. I mean, more. I always see 3 named 200s.
should be a new one.
There's one. There it is. Go down. You pass.
So we definitely have a lot of fun stuff, things planned for this year as well as beginning of next year already. So I'm really excited for what's coming and all the fun stuff.
Well, hell, we'll just hit that one first.
Both girls' nights, which we will have several girls' nights, aren't we, Kim?
Yes, we are.
We got some fun stuff planned. I'm so excited for them.
I am too.
All right. All right, Scott, be good. Be good. Be
Johnny,
good.
be good.
Be good. Be good.
Be good.
I've got nothing wrong with the one guy, but
no.
All right. So
There's
real
a
quick,
Motley Crue one.
we were talking about
this.
Yeah, we were talking about this. So the month of September is minus a little bit of a Stars Born, which I'm going to announce it now. We're going to do a Stars Born, and I'm going to be a part of that episode.
Okay.
It's going to be a very interesting episode.
It will be. But the rest of the September will be about Motley Crue, sort of.
Yes.
We're gonna watch the Pamela docuseries off of Netflix.
Yes,
we're gonna talk about that. We are gonna watch The Dirt and talk about that. Yes. Those of you that have been with us for a long time can go remember when I kind of praised The Dirt.
Yes.
Well, unlike what John, like John said, when they from War of the Stars, they will talk bad about things, but they do it in a positive way. I will guarantee you this much: when I talk about The Dirt this time, it won't be positive. I will be slamming it. I will be
Scott off the rails. I'll bring the popcorn and the M&Ms.
Yes, I will definitely be in total rant mode.
Okay.
It'll be the first time that Scott's gone full rant mode in a show.
Yeah.
Well, minus the PMRC stuff. Kim's all laughing right now. Mm-hmm. She remembers those episodes. But then again, we end the month off with the 40th anniversary of Motley Crue. Shout Out Devil album. It came out in 1983 at the end of September that year.
Yeah, it did.
We are almost to the 40th anniversary
of
their technically first debut album on a major label.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Too Fast was not a release on a major label until Elektra did. And if you want to know about Too Fast for Love, go back in the archives. It's like episode 4?
I got you.
I think so. Yeah.
3, 5, 6.
Speaking of 40th, there's another something that we're going to be covering very soon.
Oops.
Yes.
Not Sirius XM.
That's up there.
Yeah, I know. Yep. But anyways, this picture that's being shown right now is the new crew with Vince Neil, the one blonde and with the
My bad.
No,
When
you're
we
fine,
get to
Nicole.
the month, it'll all
Nikki,
be
Tommy,
original
and
stuff.
John 5.
Yeah.
Missing in this is obviously Mick Mars, who retired or left. What?
I just thought I heard somebody race by, but that's okay.
You probably did.
Yeah, it's Colby.
Anyways, let me go ahead and
This
get over here. You and
this
Nicole,
one, if it's the one I'm thinking of, I cannot.
well, she's talking about something else. It's the 40th, which is going to work because I just received something just recently.
And
Or we
something-
did.
Yeah.
But
And of course, for
anyways,
me, I'll be beginning something special, which I have not fully decided how it's going to work out, but something about 40 for 40. And you'll have to wait and see. More details to come with that. But these guys will be.
we've definitely got a 40th going on this year.
We do.
With the pod, which most of you guys know, Scott and Kim don't do a lot of the actual anniversaries. We wait like, oh, here, let's do the 42nd.
Yeah.
You know, Scott and Kim are weird, but
Oh, yeah. And American Graffiti. I forgot to include that picture.
yeah, and we're doing American Graffiti in August.
In August. Thank you to you, Baldo.
Exactly. But here we go. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher's in a slave Leia outfit. I don't want to see
Okay.
no thumbs down, man.
Here we go. Here we go. Slave lady outfit. The rest of it, me. I'm joking.
You know, I might have to wear my Ewok ears and ask Ro. They're dangerous.
Ewok ears.
Ask Ro. And
No,
he's got
no,
glasses.
I'll think of it as through a child's eyes. You know, in 1983, I was, was I 12? Jesus, I was almost a teenager.
Yeah, I think, yeah,
I was almost a teenager.
you were.
I saw this in June of 1983.
Yep.
But anyways, we're going to talk about that real soon.
Yes, we are.
Very soon.
Soon. And then
Like, how soon?
Soon. This month.
soon. This month. Yep.
This month.
This month on the 40th anniversary.
Right.
So
On the 40th anniversary?
no.
We'll work it out.
Yeah,
Are you
we'll-
taking the night off on the 40th anniversary?
But I don't think the 40th ends.
It's not on a Tuesday.
No.
That's why I'm asking. Are you taking the night off
Mm-hmm.
No, I
for your
can't.
real work?
No, I can't. Shut up, Kim.
Shut up, Kim.
And then one more addition.
Yes.
But
Hey,
this is
Kim.
something completely different and fun that brings
Yes.
us together. Another way to bring us together.
Hey, Kim, I got one question for you.
What?
Don't you like PJ1?
No.
Nicole has no idea what the hell we're talking about.
And I'm like, what about the fun stuff?
Yes.
So this has been an ongoing theme for what, 2 weeks now?
Yes, 2 weeks.
I'm so excited. I love this.
I mean,
Yes.
if you're a member of our Discord and Isaac, yeah, you barely missed. Actually, no, you missed a little bit, but it's all good, man, because it is hard to get on at a certain time. And especially, I mean, I know from everybody watching,
Mm-hmm.
they're pretty much going to, I mean, they can hear me perfectly fine, but because of the shitty computer system we have, they don't get a very good video. But we are been watching season 4
Yes.
of Rebels.
Yep. And I might be able to actually, for at
Wrong.
least 1 week, tune into it.
Yes.
I'll be off about before that comes on Thursday.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then that's the case. We're going to put Kim in charge of it.
No, we're going to still keep you in charge, but I might get to join at least one time this year.
That's right. Kim is going to be training on Thursday.
And Friday, yes.
So
So
she will watch with us. But
yeah.
if you're a member of our Discord, join us at 10 p.m. Eastern,
9 p.m. Central. Sorry.
8
Central.
Mountain,
8 Mountain and
7 Pacific.
Yep.
You want to go ahead and hit Alaska and Hawaii?
Don't remember.
So
I'm sorry to all our Alaskan and Hawaiian fans. Kim just dropped the ball hardcore right there. My God, the AC shut off. I don't believe it.
But you know what I like? This is what I love about this. For those who don't know the story, how this came around, Adam, who created our cassette logo from a certain point of view, when I first, before I even started into the Red 5
look at our triplets
family, anyways, so before I entered in, I had been on this really cool, I had found on Twitter this thing about, hey, if you want to watch or rewatch Mandalorian season 2, hop onto this Discord at this time. And I thought, okay, why not try, give it, I was away from my friends and things. And so I jumped on, and all of a sudden, a few years later, I love our Discord family. And if you're in the chat right now, you know who you are. That's also probably one of the original ways where I got to actually get to know Charles from Conversations and all these other wonderful people. And so recently, Adam's had a little bit of change in his career paths, and I'm so proud of him. I'm so excited. And things just got tough. Things get tough. And I kind of said, hey, Scott and Kim, I got an idea. And I'm just so excited because this is what the Red 5 family means to me. This is what my Discord family means to me. This is what our network means to me. And that is community. And I said, hey, Scott and Kim, I'm not saying that this should last forever, but can we do a watch party and maybe do Rebels, because it'll lead us to Ahsoka, and we can do those on Thursday nights while, from a certain point of view, needs to take a step back from watch parties for right now. Can we do that? And then they said yes. And I'm like, oh, Adam, this is going to work. And then we let everybody know. And it's so nice.
Oh, it's been awesome.
And that's what my Discord family means to me. That's how much I love our Red 5 family. It's how much I love. This is what community means to me, and nerding out means to me, because we really are supportive of each other. And we stepped in and said, yep, let's do it. Let's have fun. Adam even joined us last week, which was a great surprise. I was so excited and still am.
The cool part about all of this is the fact that I remember when I first got down here and I got cable or whatnot, and I remember Disney XD had Rebels on. And so I started watching it. Kim wasn't here yet, but when Kim got down here, husband and wife did not communicate with each other.
No.
And say, hey, by the way, I've been watching this Rebels show on Disney XD, and she could have said the same thing to me, and we could have continued watching, but we didn't. So to get prepared for this, Scott literally binge watched seasons 1 through 3.
Yep.
To get ready for season 4, where I have not seen season 4. So while we're watching, while we're in the chat, I'm literally watching this for the very first time.
It's so awesome to hear your reactions too. Live.
And this is all just a lead up to Ahsoka, obviously. And as far as everybody in the chat, in that Discord chat knows, especially in the watch party, knows that I have been noticing a lot more comparisons, when I go back and watch the Ahsoka trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's that, and that, and that.
Yeah.
Or Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Or Mandalorian, right.
Yeah.
And it really, and of course, for me, that's opened up the door to where I know animation wise, I was not a fan of the way animation was for Clone Wars. I so far watched the movie, and the movie is the movie.
Past the movie, dude.
Right. And I'm going to eventually watch all original, 6 seasons of it, and then of course the 7th season, and then try to get into watching Bad Batch.
Yes.
So that's where I want to go. And again, it's not because, I need to do this for Disney, because you got to watch all this stuff to stay on top of what the hell's going on in the movies, which again, that's another show, another day where I can sit there and say, I shouldn't have to read books, watch TV shows or cartoons or whatnot, or even play a video game to be able to enjoy a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, I will get into that. We'll do that another day, another dollar. Yeah, which was another dollar. But anyways, speaking of $1, we do have $1 now on the Patreon
tier. Yep, we do.
It gets you a shout out on the show.
Yeah, it does.
So again, that's somewhere, just search patreon.com, go to use pod or some
Yeah, it's
like
use and
that.
abuse pod.
But anyways, we've been having a lot of fun. I've had I'm so happy Nicole brought this to me. Obviously Kim works that night, so she's not, she's all happy she's going to watch this week, but it's like, but you haven't watched, you're not caught up yet.
I know I'm not, but
she don't care. She's just one.
Yeah,
she's going to want to have the microphone in front of her face.
Yeah, I'm just excited that I may be a little late because you said it's 7 here, but yeah, I want to participate so bad in this.
It's fun. Well, and what I love and what people don't know is that, when it was from a certain point of views beforehand and what it is now, or what Scott is discovering is that has become time where we bond together and we talk, we nerd out. There have been times in the past, I'm not going to give up details because what happens in Discord stays in Discords, but there are times where we just have to come together as a community and just love on each other and care on each other and be each other's support.
Yep.
And I think that has been so important because I think that also got us, that was after the pandemic had happened, but at the same time, it's like, it really helped when things got really tough. And friendships that I have made, people that I would call family, just my Discord family, my Red 5 family, it's huge.
Exactly. And if you guys want to, just let me know, shoot us, me, Nicole, Kim, any one of us a DM. If you're not in our Discord, you want to be in our Discord, shoot us. We'll send you an invite real quick to join us, and you can join us. But with all that being said, 2023, the rest of this year is going to be awesome. Again, we always open the door to our Patreons. If you have a show idea or something you want us to watch, as long as we can find it via whatever streaming service, we will watch it for you and we will do something with it. But with that being said, it's time to bring in the final pain in my ass. The real pain in my ass.
He does not mean me or Kim, okay? Let's just be clear.
No.
Let's just get clear on
There's two pain in my asses that have been around since 93 and 94. And it don't matter. These kids make me smile. Obviously, I wish my daughter could be here. She can't. She's working nights right now. She can't work. She can't come on tonight because she is working nights. But again, my second pain in my ass, my son, Colby. Welcome, son.
Hi.
And of course, we don't know how to make our phone go landscape.
Yeah, that's called he's on his phone versus on laptop. Trust me, I understand.
StreamYard does not allow you.
Colby, he does not know what he does.
StreamYard does not allow you on a phone to turn it sideways in landscape mode. I did. We found that out years ago when. It does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So, Colby, are you interested in podcasting?
Yeah. I do TikTok, so.
Yes, Colby is very adamant on TikTok. He's so adamant on TikTok. When I got on there a few times, he would literally, he does these lives. So he's got enough subscribers to do a live TikTok. And he's telling the people on his TikTok, hey, go subscribe to Use and Abuse Pod, my dad's, so I can get him on my lives. And yeah, I don't even know what the hell. Let me look real quick. Because he does some fun. His videos are freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I don't do enough on TikTok to really matter. Mainly because I'm just not willing to accept another goddamn. Hello. All right, let's see what's Used and Abused got right now. We are up to 99 followers.
Wow.
We're almost at 100.
Holy cow.
Only 900 more to go.
How many more?
900.
Son of a bitch.
Hey.
Really? You gotta have 1,000 now to go live?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
What is it with these companies?
Rules.
Yeah.
Here soon there might not even be TikTok, so.
That's true.
That's
true. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
They already. I think it was like. I think it's Montana or I don't know, somewhere over east.
Yes,
Montana.
Montana. Yes, you're right. Montana did, but it's only for their state legislature, the state.
Yeah. So if you already have it, then you have it. But if you were to go get like a new phone, you can't download it again.
Right.
So, one real quick, Colby, it's nice to meet you. I'm Nicole. It's nice to meet
Nicole.
you. I've met Hannah, but I've not actually met you. So my quick question, I'm going to do some quick questions because they know you. I do not. And none of that means nobody here in the chat knows you. So, who is like your favorite like rock band?
Motley Crue.
Okay, so we're doing that in later this year. Feel free to join us. We have a whole month like planned around that, by the way. Who's like your favorite like country like go to? And you can feel free to do one that's like modern and one that's older. Feel free.
Speak up, Colby. Can't hear you.
Modern would be like Chris Young.
Okay.
And then you have George Strait, the King. You got to.
Yeah, great answers.
What?
He's got great answers.
George Strait?
He said George Strait.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, you can go what all you want.
So
For me,
I guess
there is
Kim and I
one
are going to be doing a TikTok with Colby
There's
about
one person only for me, old school, and that is Chris Ledoux, the singing cowboy.
We did do a podcast about.
Yeah, we
Chris
did, didn't we?
Ledoux, so,
We did.
yeah.
I know. I
He's
do like George Strait.
He's in my top 3.
I do like George Strait. Speaking of which, Colby, did you watch the ACMs?
I didn't. I missed him.
So the funny part is Garth Brooks was co-hosting with Dolly Parton. Garth Brooks is talking about a goat, but he's also saying that he's not greatest of all time. And I'm like, listen, son, yes, you are. I'm sorry. You may think you're not the greatest of all time, but dude, you are.
He's humble.
He's very humble.
He is.
But of course, I love that Dolly played along with a lot of stuff because she also came out and mentioned that she's Garth Hall Pass, Trish's Hall Pass, and that GO stands for Garth Organizing a Threesome.
It sounds like something that Shanti would put on their show.
Exactly. But I loved it.
They got a little after dark.
Since we're on the topic of country, you know who I get to go who I'm going to see in June?
Who are you gonna go see?
I'm going to see Ned Ledoux.
Oh, nice.
Here in Elko.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome because of the fact that for 2 years on the Haywire album and Stampede album, I saw Chris Ledoux in Elko. Well, actually, out at Spring Creek. That's cool. Ned Ledoux, right on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking, in case anybody doesn't know, Ned Ledoux is the son of the late Chris Ledoux.
Yep.
He sounds just like his dad.
Yeah, he does.
He really does.
But see, I can always get Colby too and say, yeah, but the thing is this though. Do you have a guitar pick from the Smoking Armadillos?
No.
But I do.
You do, and then I'll have it. So.
This is what I love about my kids is it's always like, well, when dad dies, we get this.
I'm just saying, where else is it going?
Garbage.
No, absolutely not.
I guess that would kind of be up to me and your daughter, huh?
Yeah, that's true. It'd be between you two.
So I got a couple more questions.
All right, here we go.
Done yet. Okay, so Colby, you're going to a concert. Here's the catch, though. Okay, you can get to pick one concert you get to go to, but it has to be with somebody who's no longer with us. It could be a group or it could be a person, musical person. Who are you gonna go see? Or if there was a concert in time that you could go wish you were born in, that's the one. That's what I'm asking. I've got a very specific one. Mine's pre-prepared at this point in my life.
I don't know. I don't know.
Never thought about that, have you?
Wow. Scott,
So,
Kim?
Scott alone would be. Wow, yeah, that is tough to answer.
I have an answer.
Well, I do have an answer, and that would be a Jim Croce show.
Yes. Okay, that would be my second. But if you believe it's my second.
So what's your first?
Queen at Live Aid.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can listen to Queen at Live Aid with just put it on in the back room and I'm there. I just want to be there.
Definitely. Kim.
Okay.
Who would you want to go see? I mean,
who's no longer with us?
This doesn't have to do with anything that we've discussed, but Elvis. I'd love to go see him
Yes,
perform.
see Elvis. Yes,
Yeah.
Elvis. Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Hank
You and I are going out for a girls' night, man. We're going to see some Elvis, some Michael.
Yeah.
Patsy
Scott's
Cline?
going to be like, oh, dear Lord.
Patsy
He's going to be
Cline?
like, wait, is Brady with him?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Loretta Lynn.
Yes.
Loretta's still alive.
See, now
No,
Kim's
Loretta
cooking.
passed away.
She passed away?
Yeah.
Yes. We talked about this. We definitely talked about this.
Yeah. She's passed away.
Did you fall asleep for a little too long?
I think he did. I know we talked about this. I know.
Here we
I
go.
think I wasn't even part of this group yet, and part of the as a co-host, and I'm pretty sure it was mentioned in like one of your guys's like shows, but I was like in the chat going, "Oh my god, can you guys believe it?" And
Yeah.
yeah.
It was mentioned.
So, Colby,
Oh, it's his turn again.
you've been listening to the show for a very long time.
Congratulations.
How long you been listening to the show for?
5 years.
So what is it could be one or it could be a few. What's been your favorite moment of the show?
Does it have to be just one?
No.
No, pick.
No.
Because I kind of missed out on most of the the crew one that we did when you talked about when we went to Crew Fest.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think at that time I also mentioned that I would eventually do another episode with you.
Yeah.
So we could talk about Crew Fest 1. And obviously we got Crew Fest 2 to talk about. You know, again, that's something me, you, and your sister all experienced together.
Right.
And of course we got the final tour too, which was a money grab.
The Super Mario Bros.
Movie?
The game.
Oh, I got excited thinking he
The
thought about the
game?
recent one. Never mind.
We talked about the game.
We did a little bit when we did the movie. We did talk about the game a
I'm gonna
little
say,
bit.
then we just did the movie.
I know. I'm just like, wait, are you talking about the one I was
I
on?
haven't seen.
I wasn't there. I'm sorry. I wasn't there. Princess Peach was there.
Yeah, exactly. Princess Peach joined us that night.
That's why I'm like, wait, what happened? No wonder I'm like, what happened?
Yeah,
That's the only time we taught Super Mario Bros.
Yeah,
was a movie just recently. Which, speaking of which, can you believe? So today, Super Mario Brothers has been released on streaming. You can either rent it or buy it. I haven't really looked to see what channels it's on, but they're already bitching about it on Twitter.
Why?
Because how can Luigi be fighting in sync with Mario when he's been locked away in the castle for the whole movie?
I have my own opinion on
I
that.
do too. The fact is they're brothers. They've fought side by side beforehand. Hello.
Well, no, yeah, that's part of it. But mine is, why are you watching a movie to pick it apart? Why are you watching one of the greatest movies just to pick it apart?
Good. So good. I want to say it's still at my AMC. Hold up. I want
Colby,
to say
have you seen it?
My theater as of today.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't watched it.
Okay,
yet.
you need to go see it. It's so good. I've
Yeah,
seen it
dude.
3 times. I would see it a 4th time in theater.
I have this long
It is-
list.
it's
of
still
all
at my
these shows
AMC.
I gotta go see.
Yeah, it's still at my AMC, y'all.
Nice. So Ned Ledue's coming to Elko.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you something. me ask you, Colby.
What's up?
You remember all the artists you've seen in Elko?
All the artists I've seen in Elko?
Yes.
Like, are we talking about concerts? Or are we talking about
Yes.
with the Jamboree?
Oh, Jamboree counts as a concert. I don't care if it's free or not. It's still a concert. You
I don't
remember the first?
I don't remember all of them.
You remember the first band you saw at the Jamboree? Or maybe the second band? An 80s band? No?
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
Don't remember seeing Quiet Riot at the Jamboree, the original members all together again?
Not
See, what was that,
really.
2005? Yeah, he's pretty young.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only like 12.
Yeah, because
Wait, was he 12?
Was it 2005? Because
No, I was 11. If it was
11, yeah.
2005.
Yeah, he won't remember that. He's too young.
was it the 2005 one or was it the first one?
Oh, 2004. It wasn't the first one. No, because 05, I was already living in Reno.
Okay, so that's the reason
So
why.
04.
Yeah, 04. Because see, 04 may have.
04 or 03, somewhere's in there.
Well, if it was
Anyways.
03, then I would remember the Jamboree and the bands. But 04, I had moved to Salt Lake by that time.
I gotta go look. I got the fucking poster. Let me go look. Now I gotta know.
Yeah. I know.
All right, talk Colby. Oh shit.
You got a poster?
Hey, Colby. Okay, Colby. What is your favorite Star Wars movie?
Definitely the newest one, the last one.
Oh, that's a different. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Everybody be nice to him in the chat, y'all, because we will boot you. Okay. What is your favorite like cult movie? Cult classic.
Cult movie?
Cult classic. So something like it didn't do great at the movie theater, but man, is it doing great when it came out on like VHS, like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. There's a whole bunch of cult classics.
I don't know, because I feel like I've watched a lot of movies, but I haven't watched like a lot of movies in the theater.
Okay.
So
Very fair.
I wouldn't know.
So we're doing Disney movies soon. Disney stuff. Sorry, not necessarily Disney movies. No, Isaac. That's a no. Isaac, no. What is your favorite Disney movie?
Favorite Disney movie?
Mm-hmm.
Has to be Toy Story.
Oh, that's a good one. The original? Or do you like the whole thing? Okay. I do like the whole trilogy.
The original.
The original is so good. So good. We're just having fun here, Scott. You went away, so I started shooting more questions. It was my turn again.
And I
Well, that's good.
And I put up
Isaac's being naughty in the chat, and I should go time him out.
Right on, Isaac. Just keep being naughty, bro. It's fine.
Be naughty but nice.
It's after dark now, so we're good.
Oh Lord.
It was 2003.
Okay.
So Colby would have been barely 9 years old.
Yeah. Okay. That's
He would have been 8 going on 9.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
Yeah, that's the reason why you don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's the reason why I asked, because I know I was part of one of them.
you weren't part of that one.
No, but I was part of the one that when they first started it.
Oh no! Now DB.
What?
No,
look what y'all started. Look what y'all started.
Right on, man. Yes, roasted porg.
No, friends, not food.
Hey, chickens are friends too, but we eat them.
Oh, porks are friends, not food.
I know
Colby
this
right
is
now
after
going,
dark. But that's not really allowed on the show, and your son is here.
You're talking about like
Scott.
pork rinds?
No, Colby. We're talking
Rinds?
Star. No, Colby don't know because
Star Wars.
we're talking Star Wars. There's an animal called a porg, P-O-R-G, that was being fried upon by Chewbacca until the other porgs gave him the look when he wanted to fucking eat them.
Yeah.
Anyways,
No. Porgs
porgs
friends.
are food and friends.
No, they're not.
No.
Yes.
No.
Y'all eat chickens, don't you?
No.
We're not talking about chickens. We're talking about porgs.
Yeah.
So Colby, how's your day been today? You've been all over the hell and back.
Oh, I spent all day working on a dozer. But
Yeah. So I mentioned this earlier. Obviously, you're listening because, again, so just curious, how fast were you driving on the freeway home?
85.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, really?
He said 65 people. 65, we don't want him getting in trouble.
You just slow in your old age, son.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do drive a car that's pretty popular for getting pulled over. So.
Oh, okay.
See, he said 65. 65. Sorry, that song just popped in my head.
There's a few segments I did 55 because the state flower's out, so we love construction zones.
Oh yeah,
Lordy.
exactly.
The orange cones have arrived again.
Yep, just like Colby said, the state flower's out.
But yeah. So of course I've been following you all day. I mean, notice you were down in Cortez.
No, I was out of Gold Strike.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, friggin' Apple. Of course, Apple gets it wrong.
Yeah, no. Usually I'm out at Cortez. I'm out at Cortez quite a bit, but today was Gold Strike. So it's I'm either Cortez, Gold Strike, the Rossi, every now and again, all the way out to Jackpot, but or I'm out at Round Mountain quite a bit.
Right, and just so everybody knows, Colby works for Caterpillar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes out and services vehicles and whatnot, and loves his job to a point. I mean, we all love our jobs to a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Colby?
To a very sharp point.
Anyways, I know you gotta be. So what are you getting up like 3 o'clock in the morning now?
Yeah, sometimes earlier. If it's around Mountain Day, then it's earlier because it's 8 hours of driving and then 7 hours of work.
So real quick,
wait, 4 hours to work?
When I have to go to Round Mountain, so I cover from, just to give you a little rundown on the area that I cover.
Sidebar real quick. DB, I have found your friend. You and him seem like you both drive very far. Continue, please.
I cover a very vast majority of Nevada as far for the rental department. So from Battle Mountain to Jackpot to Round Mountain, I probably cover the biggest area out of the 4 lube technicians that we have throughout just Nevada. But we're going through a merger too, so we're not just Nevada anymore. We're Arizona, Nevada, and Eastern California.
Holy man!
So when you coming down to visit me, son?
Whenever they send me down there for training.
So real quick, I just want to give everybody an idea. It's 150 miles from Battle Mountain, Nevada to Jackpot, Nevada. Now, Jackpot, Nevada is in the northeast corner of Elko County, right at the top of the Idaho border of Nevada. And of course, now I'm going to look up Round Mountain real quick, which is the middle of the
DB
state.
are mileage buddies and time and car buddies. Man. So Dragon Buddy, we call him DB. He's part of the ATSW Escape Pod. He's part of the Cyber Cantina family. Yeah, you and him, you sound very much alike.
But see, Colby, you don't go just from Battle Mountain to Jackpot. You go Battle Mountain to Elko, and then from Elko to Round Mountain to Jackpot, right?
Yeah, well, if I'm doing a Round Mountain Day, then I take my service rig home, and I'll go from Battle Mountain to Round Mountain, and then from Round Mountain, I might stop and do a quick service in Eureka, and then back to Elko, and then from Elko back to Battle Mountain.
Okay, so for just Battle Mountain to Round Mountain is 156.3 miles. Now we're talking, this is all 2-lane roads.
Yes.
That you're not on a freeway. I mean,
No.
this is the middle of BFE in Nevada.
Yes.
And if you want to know, you can ask me later. I'll tell you all what BFE stands for. But seriously, you're out in the boondocks. You're
are.
not on freeways.
Nope.
You are on 2-lane friggin' highways, dealing with some of the slowest old people on the roads.
Yeah.
Mainly all the stupid birds leaving Arizona going back to their homes. Or vice versa, they're coming down.
Yeah.
Right? Colby?
Yeah, and little to no service. So every once in a while
Right.
you have service, every once in a while you don't have service.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Exactly. Because I can attest to this, coming home from either the times we've been up there for either your dad's funeral or Hannah's wedding or just different things, is you get certain pockets and no self-service.
None whatsoever.
Zero.
Yeah.
And you're in the middle of BFE.
Yes, you are.
Same as DB. See, I told you they're like becoming buddies just so quick. They're like this already. See, he's gonna be like, Kelly, I made a friend.
not just not having service on one provider too, because so my personal provider for cell phone is AT&T, and then my work is Verizon. So, and I mean, neither one of them hardly work in Round Mountain, or in between Elko and Jackpot either. So,
oh yeah.
So, real quick, I mean, this is a sidebar thing. I mean, I watched this video the other day about some solar project that they did down in Tonopah. Yet this guy, whoever was narrating the video on YouTube, was Tonopah.
Tonopah.
I'm like, dude, you can't even pronounce the friggin' name. Screw you. I'm not even taking what your facts are. I don't care. You can't pronounce. I get it. I give all my East Coast friends a pass. I mean, obviously, I love my East Coast friends. So when they say Nevada, I don't get pissed.
No, but
I do when it's somebody from that actually is living in the state and says that, because it's like, you stupid mother, you should know how to say the name Nevada. And of course, then there's always the people when you say, "Oh, you're from Nevada," you mean Vegas? No, I'm not from that.
Oh, that sounds familiar. You're from Chicago?
Yeah, right.
No.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, Nicole's got it too. In Illinois, like Chicago. No. There's more places.
I hear
Vegas
I'm sure Reno a lot.
Huh?
I hear Vegas or Reno a lot. And I'm like,
okay,
no.
I can pass for Reno because I was born in Reno, so I can take that. But I'm sure even DB, if you ever meet somebody that says PA and they're like Pittsburgh,
yeah,
it's like you think of the biggest city in the state, and that's what they automatically think. When it's like there's so much more to each of these states. But anyways, Colby, where can these people find you? We're running long tonight just for you.
Yeah.
Where can they find me? I'm on TikTok, but I haven't been live. I think I went live for the first time on TikTok last Thursday. It's like the first time I've been on in probably 6 months, but I have.
Okay, hold it. Why is that?
Because I've been working a lot, and then I'm also in a relationship, and I just asked her to marry me too. So
I'm gonna hit the wrong button, son. Just so you know, I'm probably gonna hit the wrong damn button because I don't remember which button does what. But let's see if I hit the right one. Nope.
Oh,
there it is.
Congratulations, that's great.
Thank you. But we live in 2 different states, so I've been doing a lot of traveling back and forth, and so a lot of my time is I put a lot of my time towards that, try to make that long distance work until we can figure out all the ins and outs. So
awesome. And the one thing I want to state here real quick with Colby on here, obviously we don't have Hannah on with us tonight because she's working nights. But the one thing I want to say is my kids, I love them to death. I give them hell. They give me hell just back. That's our relationship. But the one thing my 2 kids are giving me, and that is 4 beautiful grandchildren.
Yes.
And I appreciate, I love those grandkids just as much as the kids. Actually, I love them more than the kids, but whatever. That's the good thing about being Grandpa, you can love the grandkids more than you do your kids.
Well, I'm giving you one extra because I got a bonus. I got a bonus too in there.
Yeah.
So.
You did say that.
Awesome.
I remember you saying that.
I know we don't have you on enough, son. I wish we did. We'll have to definitely try to figure out some more things to have you on with. Obviously, music alone, we could definitely have you on for a lot of episodes. Again, you were on the Crystal New episode over a year ago. We haven't had you on since. Need to have you back on. We need to figure out some shit and get you back on. But thanks for joining us tonight on the 200th episode.
Thanks for having me.
Oh man, the one thing I wanted was both my kids on here because they've been with this. I mean, when I first created the podcast, it's like, hey, listen to your old man. Yeah, I'm sure they're both going, fuck, really? We listen to you enough, old man. We don't want to listen to you more. But anyways,
Well, I just shot it right back to you because I was like, hey, go watch my TikTok.
exactly. When you got on TikTok, you're like, hey, watch my TikToks, Dad. And I'm like, okay, cool. And it's like, oh, then I was going to get texted. By the way, that one's been banned. And now I got a new one and this one and this one. I'm like, oh, God, really? But anyways, you're muted.
Am I?
You were.
I didn't mute it.
Probably the internet.
Probably
old Elon getting busy or something. Anyways,
probably.
Colby, thank you again for being on tonight. Thank you for rushing your ass home from
thank you. Let's be
73 miles away, folks, from where he is currently at. He left work and was on his way home to make it here for the show, and we do appreciate it. Anyways, son, love you. Have a good night.
Love you too.
And with that being said, we have gone way overboard. I think
we have.
I don't know, Nicole. How are we doing?
We're like over by like 47 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Whoa! Hey, it's the 200th
That was quite
episode.
the after party. Let's put it that way.
Right.
It was time to wrap up the after party. I mean, technically, we just went to the after party, but nobody knew it unless they heard me say after party. So
Right, exactly. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Everybody that's been on the show with us tonight, including everybody in the chat. Thank you for sticking it out with us. I mean, we are at, what are we at? Holy shit, we're at 3 hours?
Almost.
yeah, that's why I said.
Damn.
Yeah. So
This is one of the longest episodes of Used and Abused.
Yeah.
I mean, give me some more drink. I probably could go in there 4 hours.
No,
Nicole has to be up. That's in the notes.
At this point, Nicole's going to be going, yeah, screw you, dude. Good night. But we are so happy, one, that we've made it 200 episodes. We're happy for everyone that's stuck with us from 1 to 200 or even just recently come on board. It's amazing to know that people actually want to watch us or listen to us, have our banters, whatnot. And until the next episode, which who knows what's going to be about, more than likely something important.
We've got plenty planned. Don't worry.
We got a lot of plan, yes. But until next episode, I am Scott.
I am Kim.
I'm Nicole.
We are Used and Abused. Have a great week.
And a great weekend.
Be kind to everyone. And of course, y'all know Scott's never right at this point of the show.
Oh, wait, hold up. Yes, Megan, there was proof that I could do a 24-hour show. I've done it. There's proof.
Yeah, which
But that's gone now, and it is what it is. So
real quick, sidebar onto that. That was also one of my favorite moments of Used and Abused Pod is doing a show with Nicole where we talked about the $1 Million Quartet.
And I dressed up and I had so much fun with
unfortunately,
like maybe under an hour's worth of sleep. And I was like,
and unfortunately, due to the fact that I didn't take the recording or whatnot, we didn't go. So,
hi, you can come say hi.
It's not saved. It's no longer out there. But me and Nicole know we did it, so it was fun.
Yeah, we might have to do that one again.
We probably will. And until again next week. Be kind, everyone. See you next week. Peace. Good night, everybody.
Good night.